Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully, everybody had themselves a good weekend. I definitely had a quiet one. How about you, lady? How was your weekend?
Uh, it's
Hmm.
been too many days since then.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The lady was explaining to me the concept of trunk or treat, and how sad is it that our society has come to this? That is
Yep.
outrageous, man. I mean, where's all the fun? That's the thing, man. Where's the fun, dude? There's no fun. There's so many jackass groups in America that just don't want to have any fun in their life whatsoever. I mean, you know who you are. I'm talking to you. All right. But yeah, that sucks, dude. Trunk or treat. I mean, of course, the Christian group came up with it. It's obvious.
Hey, I
Hey,
don't know where it came from.
no, I'm
So,
sure it's a Christian group. That sounds so Christian thing to do. Turn the other cheeks and all. But that is a shame. Hopefully, it's not like that in the entire country, though. I mean, goodness
maybe
gracious.
not.
Well, I know when my kids were young, they'd started doing things like having like gathered trick or treat parties where they would do the trick or treating, in a gym or something, or in a space instead of going
Or
house out.
Halloween place.
Yeah, they were starting to do that, and I refused. I took my kids and went around. Of course, no problem whatsoever. Just
Yeah.
go to the richer neighborhoods, you
Yeah.
know. So,
We're doing that when I was a kid.
yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I mean, it didn't matter where you went, right? You were fine.
Yeah.
We didn't have any of these issues. I mean, when we were kids, we could go out and play until dark and no problem whatsoever.
Yep.
Our parents didn't worry about us. We're out somewhere playing. And
Yep.
I wonder if it is still the same and people are just overreacting because of all the tension. You know what I mean?
Well,
It probably
kidnappings
depends on
are
where
up.
you are.
I think kidnappings are up though. That's
Are
more of a
they?
thing now.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know they're up in China, but that's different. They're selling them.
They're selling them here too.
Are they? Yeah, well, in
Yeah.
China they sell them for organ meat though. It's a little bit
Mm,
different.
a lot different.
Well, no, it's crazy how the aftermarket organ industry in China is insane. Why are you doing that? Don't do that. I don't want to hear you. Go away. Okay.
Now
Um,
get off the girly stuff.
but
There's
anyway,
nothing lighthearted today.
yeah, we're going to give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody else shows up. But of course, we're going to be doing Omni Hero today. Everybody, thank you. I'm going to go over here and hit the like and share button, and hopefully you guys will do the same. Let me see
Gotta
here.
find it first.
Oh, well, that's fine. So, how are you, Mr. GOP?
Oh, I'm well. You know, the usual. I'm just getting through the days
I
like
see.
always.
Do you have an actual name?
I do, believe it or not.
Okay. I'm like
Yes.
the only one here that uses their real name. And people
Yep.
still don't believe it's my real name. I mean, honestly, who would name their child Chester Cornelius Busby III? I agree. I do.
We're gonna have to look him up somewhere. Google
I
him, see
am
how
on the
where he is.
internets, I think. I don't know. I haven't really checked.
I've always said like if people really wanted to find me, they probably could. But there's just too many weirdos on the internet. I'd rather not.
I
Not
guess.
rather not make it easy. You know.
Yeah, but I don't think you'd want to show up at my door with evil intent. I think you'd
True.
have problems.
After
But
spending
I'd
the
rather
thousands
them
of
not.
dollars just to travel to Japan,
It's
yeah.
an extra step. I'd
It
rather keep
is.
it in
It's
place.
true. No, I get you. I throw a secretary on your ass.
Well, don't throw
Of
me with
course,
a
they're
good
all
time.
ninjas, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Just you mess with them secretaries. They're
Mm.
well highly trained individuals. But so you just kind of hang. You didn't do anything interesting this weekend, GOP. You just kind of sat there and
Well,
stared at a wall. I mean, really?
my weekend, just started because I have Tuesday, Wednesday off. So,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, I didn't get to do too much today. A little bit of laundry, but yeah, I've been just kind of working on stuff on the computer.
Mhm. Why
Yeah,
don't you get yourself a woman?
I will. When I get everything in order. But yeah.
You have to get
Yeah.
what do you have to get in order to have a
Well,
woman?
I mean, I've got roommates and stuff. I'd probably want to just have no more roommates at that point when
Well, I
I'm
mean,
actually
you can work around that too.
true. That is true.
Yeah, I a lot of people make excuses. Like here in Japan, a lot of times you have young people and they're planning on getting married and they say we're just trying to save up money first. I'm like, what kind of money do you need to get married exactly? I mean, what? And they said, well, we want to have kids. And I was like, okay, yeah, kids are cheap. So what's your issue? I hear it all the
When's the
time, and I
last
don't
time
get
you
it.
had a
It's
kid
like,
now?
what are you talking? Kids are cheap as shit.
When's the last time you had a kid now?
No, kids are cheap, lady. Not until they get up in like junior high, high school, they start costing you money. Kids are cheap. I get a
Are
lot
you
of
serious?
people go on about, oh, they're very expensive. No, they're not. They are not. Anyway, hey, Puffin,
Hello.
how you doing?
I got Taco Bell.
Oh, okay. He'll have many breaks here, folks.
It'd be good because I'll have many breaks too. So
Yeah, Taco Bell. What kind of dining options does Taco Bell offer these days?
Nacho fries.
Nacho fries. Wow. All right. I haven't had Taco Bell in over 20 years, so I don't really know. Do they still is it still like the worst fast food in the world though?
No. Arby's
nope.
and
Arby's,
KFC have
really?
surpassed it.
Arby's
KFC.
still Arby's has good fries. I like the curly fries, but
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
yeah,
dude. Now
We don't
Arby's
have either of those in my town, so
Arby's is like a roast beef place, right?
yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
basically, yeah.
sandwiches.
But it tastes like it used to taste better than it does now. It's like I feel like it's high gluten, like deli cut meat as opposed to like the sliced. Like it felt like it used to be.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I only would know what it used to be. I don't know what all this gluten nonsense I've been hearing the past couple decades is, but okay.
Mhm.
But KFC here in
Yeah,
Japan is awesome.
you don't have to worry about it in Japan because with rice it's the staple in the diet. They don't have gluten allergies.
I don't think gluten allergy is a thing. I really don't.
It is, but it's
I
pretty
think it's
rare.
stupid people. I think there's a lot of
No,
stupid people. Lots of
no,
stupid
I
people.
think most people
These are
don't
the
have it,
opinions of
but
their
there is
personal opinions. It does not
celiac, or was it
represent
celiac disease? Like,
the
there's an
channel.
actual
Thank you very
thing.
much.
Uh-huh.
Celiac.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
I'll take
Yeah,
your
most
there
word
is
people
for
who
a.
it.
do it, it's like a fad.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Agree.
Stupid.
There's
Well,
some.
on how much
Yeah.
does a
One of
challenge
the
well
things
suit?
with
First, yeah.
the whole
How many?
gluten thing is mostly bread and grains, and
Which are amazing for you, by the way.
mhm. Like in the U.S., like when I went to Germany, I had bread and stuff. Felt fine. In the U.S., there's so much artificial stuff in there. I just anything that would have like quote unquote gluten, I stay away from. And I don't know, I feel better. I don't think
Uh,
I'm allergic. I just think that I'm more staying staying away from filler than I am from, bread, I guess.
well, the simple fact of the matter is you give yourself a little bit of vitamins from vegetable and fruits and bread and you're good to go. You can live a life off of that. Bread is one of the most
Staple.
sophisticated and amazing foods humans have ever created. It's like magic when it comes together, right? But you do eat whatever you want, but understand that bread is actually very good for you. Extremely healthy food. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tastes
Uh,
good too.
it tastes amazing if it's made proper. But yeah, no, I don't know. But you're right, GOP. It's just these silly fads. I see all these silly things. Here in Japan, they had the banana diet was going on for a while. My wife is still on that shit. You gotta eat a ton of the banana. That's good for you. Well, yeah, some having a banana here or there certainly is good for you. But a banana diet, kill me now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like Madonna and her popcorn diet. Have you seen Madonna?
No.
I have had the unfortunate opportunity of looking at an image of her.
Yeah, yeah. She's I wouldn't take her advice. It's kind of like all these morons in the Western media that are saying Hamas says these many people are dead. I'll let
You
it
can't
hang.
trust anything in the
I'm gonna
fog
let
of war.
I'm gonna let it hang there.
Mm-hmm.
Just okay.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
The
Thank
first
you.
1 year of a baby costs $20,000 to $50,000 for the first year of
I
life.
have no idea what kind of baby you're raising.
Well, they got so many restrictions now. You got to have a car seat. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, they won't even
Well,
let
a
you
car
leave
seat
the
costs
hospital
$100.
without for your
So
car.
Nowadays,
Okay, but it's so difficult to get out of the vehicle. You don't want to take it out, so your mother has to buy hers when she picks up the baby to take it somewhere.
no, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. I mean, to be honest with you, having a car seat is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, and they're cheap, right? People go on about the cost of diapers. Well, if that's really bothering you, then
Use
just
cloth
go to the old
diapers.
style and get
Uh
cloth diapers and just wash them. I mean,
huh.
mm-hmm.
honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've had children, I work with children, I have decades of experience with it. The kids do not have to be expensive. Now, just like with this silly ass gluten fad we were talking about, people get faddish about their kids. Look at the freaking clothing. I see these people going out and buy all these freaking clothing for these little toddlers, and it's like you realize that's going to last like 2 months if you're
Yep.
lucky. If you're
Yep.
lucky, right? I mean, and if people want to go out and burn money and waste money, go right ahead. But don't sit there and turn around and tell me it's expensive because it's not. You're making it expensive because you're turning them into a little fashionable object instead of just treating them like your child and loving them and educating them. So, I see a lot of dumbass shit from people these days, and it's why the IQ is so freaking low.
Well, there's probably a number of reasons, but
Everybody
doesn't
send your
help.
babies to Chester.
Kids are cheap. They are. It's just insane that people keep going on about the expense of kids. It's not expensive. And what the hell are you thinking like that for anyway? That's not the point, people. That's not the point.
Demographics.
Yeah, demographic, but it's also just fulfillment of yourself. It's the fulfillment
Yeah.
of yourself.
You
You
need to let your kid to get outside and play in the dirt and eat
mm-hmm.
dirt.
Yeah,
It's part of growing up. It's part of them developing their
Getting
immune
beat
system
up is
too.
part of growing up.
it is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is, dude.
Drinking out of
Thank
water
God for the bullies,
hoses.
dude.
Hmm.
Bring
They
back
make you
bullying.
strong.
They do make you strong. Yeah, no,
I was
you're
thinking,
right,
like, when I
Cleve.
saw this anti-bullying stuff, I'm like, dude, bullies make you tough.
Yeah,
And
bullies are good.
choosing not to be a bully can make you a better person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, in one way, you learn how to stand up for yourself, and in another way, you choose not to be a douchebag.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
When were you a douchebag?
I wasn't. I've always been a nice guy. I'm the guy that comes in and beats up the bully. That's my job. My father
Speaking
So
of
the
instilled that
second half
douchebags,
of
into me.
you.
you're gonna love my new character when I bring him in.
All
Don't
right.
do it.
Well,
It's
well,
gay as hell.
Do we
we
know
might as
if
well get
our
into it. Yeah.
fourth party member's coming or not?
Tower, I have
Ladies
no
in the
clue.
most danger.
He probably doesn't know where he is. But he
He's got his
he's
nose stuck up somebody's skirt.
he's twatapated. So what do you want?
Quadapated.
Yeah, thank you. I adjusted it. I upgraded it for modern times, Buffett.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm always trying to be cutting edge. The last question I'm going to ask before we get going, because I have been kind of killing a little bit of time as I usually do. But
Yeah.
the last question I'll ask is, I forgot my question.
And on
Well,
with
that
the
was easy.
show.
So there we go. Yeah,
It's old
uh,
age.
it is old age. Yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot. It must not have been important. All right, so you guys ready? I'm ready. I got the dice up, so we're all good. Let me go ahead and bring this up here. Oh, I should probably share it with you guys first. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it might help.
Does anyone need a link to the room so we can get that out of the way before?
Good thinking.
I'm
Yeah.
there. You're there. And there's Puffin.
All right.
Puffin
Cool.
was there before you. GOP.
All
He
right.
was
How about that?
prepared.
All right. So let's get into it. Of course, we are playing Omni Hero here. And we've been having some fun with it. Good old four color stuff with Omni Hero. And I do love that little logo I created. That's kind of cool. But anyway, we of course got our system, we got all the stuff. Now these guys are currently in Paris, so I'll just bring up the Pawtucket chapter because they're representing it, and they are in Paris. So let me just leave that, and I'll come back over to this screen, and we'll do it this way. All right, perfect, very nice. All right, so you guys are standing in the underground in Paris along the Champs de Lyon or whatever they call that. Whatever that name. I can never pronounce that. Can you guys pronounce that?
Nope.
That
I'm
street?
not gonna try. The street.
Don de
Champs
Leon?
Elysees?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you
Champs de
pronounce
Ponce
it.
de
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, so we all pronounce it incorrectly. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
For
some of those
Americans.
French
Fuck
words are
you.
just stupid.
Uh-huh.
Whole damn language.
You're making. We're losing our demographic in France and
Yeah,
and Canada.
we are. We are. Oh well.
Quebecois,
Shucks.
they all shut
Shucks.
off their stream.
All the Canucks have left us. Yeah. But anyway, French is a
Not
beautiful
the
language.
Canucks.
Not the Canucks. We need the Canucks. But you guys are in the underground. You went through the Cafe de Blanco, and you went down, and there was a big casino under there, which is legal in Paris, France, by the way. And then the GOP was failed the saving throw. hmm
Mm.
you know, and led the party into doom, but saved by the Puffin. Puffin, what is your character's name again?
Ryzen.
Ryzen. He's like an Asian Oriental man, a lightning god to be specific, and he saved their butts. Good job,
Hooray.
hooray! But you
Excuse
guys,
me. The room did smash. Walls did smash together.
Yeah.
We just happened not to be there.
excuse me, technicalities.
The point is, he broke the illusion, and we crawled into
Yeah.
a hole.
You did. They
Okay.
survived. Now,
He knocked
outside
the
of the
guy out.
room of
Okay.
death, the
All right.
squishing room of death, they found themselves in the hallway. And who all's here? We have you four, you three, sorry.
And Kitty.
And Kitty.
Kitty's here, that's right. And was Tower here with us?
No.
No.
He
No.
wasn't. He wasn't. He came in late. That's right. So Tower wasn't here. Or no, he was off doing some shenanigans. That's right. All right. So I have everybody I need then, is what you're telling me. Wow.
Yes, sir.
So rare. All right. Let me
Right?
bring Kitty up then. There she. Aw. She's a
Quick-
kitty. All right.
Quick question about Kitty.
Mhm.
How much of her clothes was she able to get, and how much got smushed in the smushy machine?
None and all.
Okay.
Didn't even think about
I did
that.
save a sock. I do recall you saying I managed to save one of her socks.
Okay, so she got a sock. So that's good. Yeah, because she was, what was the thing? Clothing. She was all. That's right.
She was
Just trying
changing
to
into a
put on a-
costume
You know,
that didn't
Yeah.
exist.
She was, that didn't exist. You know, the thing was, I didn't even take that into account, GOP. I wasn't even thinking that. So good on you for catching that. So we have a
Yep.
naked Kitty. Now, Kitty is, of course, she's still called a myth, but she's a half breed, right?
Right.
The myths, you guys in your life, you may or may not have ever actually met a full myth, right? Because, like I said, they stay away from society for the most part. But a myth really looks like an animal man, right? Really. Kitty doesn't. She has lots of human features, and now that you can see the entirety of Kitty, she is very human, right? She does have the ears, and they're real. They're not those fake cat ears that so many people like to wear. That you can see them in the picture. She does have herself a little tail, which you've seen before. I mean, the tail's kind of always there. It's a bushy type. Of course, it's got to be bushy. But other than that, she does seem to have her nails and her hands seem a bit weird, and her feet. They kind of look like a cat's, so they're probably retractable. Uh, but uh, but other than that, she's very human looking. She's a half breed. You don't know her
Oh,
story, of course. But yeah, I have a sock. So what could I possibly cover with the sock? Nothing.
no one
Yeah.
has a
Probably the
cape.
sock spot. Didn't.
Yeah,
Does
maybe that's it.
Anyways,
So she puts on a sock, because nothing else is going to cover it. I guess she could tape. Anybody got tape?
I mean, she can
uh,
fold her tail between her legs to cover that area.
She could, and she
yeah.
is. We'll do that. And the bushiness of the tail covers everything else. Yay! Success. Back to PG-13 plus. Nice. All right.
There you
So
go.
you guys just sit in the middle of the hallway, and
No one had a cape? I don't
I
have a cape.
remember we were in disguises. I give her the trench coat. Now it's like it's me dragging on the floor because she's so much shorter than me. But
fair,
she's wearing the coat that I was wearing.
fair. Kitty does have some slight combat abilities, but she's not that much useful in a fight. She's mainly a tech person, which is why she's a
Mhm.
tech
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got a trench coat on Kitty that solves the situation. Thank you very much. Once again, I didn't even think about that because I just kind of came in my head. What would she like? Oh, a costume, because oh, whatever. So we're in the hallway. You guys have gotten out of the death room and off to as you were coming down the stairwells to the right. Because to the left we have a new hole in the wall, and that is a subway tunnel, right?
Mhm.
Which Puffin, magically found. But to the other side, there's a set of double doors.
Do we need to retreat or do we need to continue?
God, God. But I mean, we're already here. We might as well see if there's anything else here. He's been secured, right? He's all
Oh, he's
bound and
secured.
all.
Yeah, Puffin's got
Yeah.
him.
Until he wakes
Did a
up.
real good job. That I do got to. I gave you karma bonuses for it, but I still got to give
Yes,
you
you did.
heads up. That was awesome, dude.
Hooray!
Yeah, no, that was a good bit of putting it down. That was nice. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
All right, let's go. Well, I mean, Puffin, can we take him with us? I mean, is he just too heavy?
I
I don't know.
mean, I can try to power stunt to take someone with me in my teleportation.
You could. That's
I
true.
have
Remind me what we
skills.
were doing.
That would be useful in the future, true. But I mean,
Yeah.
well, it depends on what you're doing. Lady is 100% right. What are you
Let's
doing?
look through the door. Let's check out the door
Yeah.
that we haven't gone through.
We came here searching for.
Searching for the. Well, it seems like it's not here anymore, obviously, because he just tried to kill us. So,
Right.
but
Well, what are you searching for, though? Finish the sentence.
yeah, we're searching for the secret shop for vigilantes.
Yes. Shadows are us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you guys go up to the door. Of course, it's locked. Now, the observant amongst you will notice that the area around this door is quite dusty. It doesn't look like anything's been in or out of here in quite a while.
Okay. Well, there might still be something left behind inside. Um, is there do we have a lock picking kit? I thought we did. I thought one of our players did.
Kitty looks bashfully at the floor.
Yeah, she had it in her
Got
stuff.
smashed.
Yeah.
We'll replace all your stuff, Kitty.
Okay.
You can't do it with one of your nails, can you?
That'd be impressive. I look over
She
at
could
Lady's
try.
character. Oh, she can try first.
She does
I
have
look
those
over.
kind of skills, so I'll give it a try. I might as well just give her a sheet, and she could be my occasional NPC. She is part of your team. I mean, technically.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's here with
so,
us. So.
yeah. So let me go. I'll
We'll
go
have to
ahead
get
and
our
I'll give
costume
it a
too.
try.
Get her
I'll give
costume
it
too.
a try. So let's see here. She needs a costume, but that means I got to go. There's no way I'm going to find art that will match this. I could try to AI it, but
There
Puffin
are
can
programs.
attest.
There are programs you can use that you can cut out a section of, like you can
Yeah.
have a section that you can keep.
Yeah, no, I've seen those as well, but Puffin understands what I mean by that's difficult. Putting new
It is.
costumes, that is difficult. But anyway, let me go ahead and see if she can pick it with her. She does have skills, so I'll give her a minus column shift on this. She. Alrighty then.
Oh,
92.
okay.
No problem.
She does
I was
have.
gonna have
Yeah, get that out of the way now, huh?
right.
I don't have a sheet for her, but it is definitely a skill I gave her, security. So it's probably sitting around remarkable or incredible for her with her intelligence. But let's just say it was an excellent roll. So that's a yellow, and that's plenty enough.
Yeah,
So she
that's
gets in
almost
there.
a
You see
red.
her little fingernail pops out, and it is thicker than normal fingernail. I'm sure it would cause damage, but she kind of is fiddling around. She's got two fingers in there, fiddling around with this giant overcoat on. She's absolutely freaking adorable. And there we go. It's open, she says.
All right, let's go.
Scored 2 points for Kitty Cat.
I don't think
What's
I've
well,
ever
what's
played a
in?
cute character before.
Well,
never played a cute
you've
character
NPC'd
before.
some.
I've NPC'd some, but yeah, I think I've made a decision. I'm going to give her a sheet.
Well, if she's here, she might as well have one.
Yeah, might as well
Anyway.
give her a sheet. But anyway, she backs away
Randy
from the door.
too. Yeah. Okay, so let's look inside. And see
Randy
what we
doesn't
can
get a
find.
sheet. Randy
Oh.
doesn't need a sheet. No.
And he doesn't leave.
Oh, you mean Master Double Wide doesn't get a sheet?
No, because Master Double Wide needs to be able to be flexible, and I can do whatever I want with him. You see, this is the
I
power
mean,
of
he's mushy
NPCs.
enough.
He is, but Kid, he's not technically on your team. Kitty is.
Okay, so we open the door. What do we see inside?
All right. So you guys open the door. In here is another set of stairs, just like the other room you guys came out of. And it's a little bit bigger room than the other one. The other was 40 by 40. This is probably by, good 100 by 40, 100 by 50, something like that. It's a sizable room. It's not incredibly small. You see along the walls there are many tables. There's a row of tables in front of those tables. There's a area in the middle you can walk through. There's an area just on the side that, as you come down the stairwell, that looks like a place that would hold a clerk and a register. The place is dusty and the lights are off, although light from the hallway is kind of pouring in to give you the view if you want. You guys kind of fiddle around for a switch on the wall, and you're able to turn the lights on. And you see the entirety of the room. It is empty. There are papers and little things here or there that have been left behind, but something was here, something akin to a marketplace, maybe.
Okay. Well,
Gather up the papers before we can see what they are. Even though they're written in French or different languages, we can have them interpreted later.
Well, you do see some papers, but of course they're all written in English as well, which is the international language. And you see that they're just flyers for sales and various things, but the things they're selling like are, M50s and rocket launchers and, you know, super small cameras and microphones and things like that.
Yeah,
Super
Okay.
small
where it
cameras, you
was.
say, huh?
Hmm.
well, yeah. Let's
That might be useful in fitness class. Wait, what?
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah. So, okay. So, can we roll to see, or is it not worth rolling to like see if there's anything else in this room that is, going to lead us somewhere else or give us any more information?
Look under tables.
There's
outside
nothing.
of the
It's just
tables.
papers.
Yeah, there's nothing, and there's no need for rolls.
Okay.
You have found the place you were looking for, but it has been vacant for quite a while. Keep in mind that the communications you're tracking are 7 years old.
Which we
That's
didn't
true.
know.
Well,
You didn't know at first. Yeah.
Right.
we've got somebody who clearly knows something about this stuff in our custody.
You do.
So we should probably take him. Now, we obviously cannot take him back to our Pawtucket office because that wouldn't make any sense.
We do have an office here
Well,
somewhere.
you could.
We don't have a way to transport.
You sure about that?
Well,
I do.
if Puffin does do the power stunt, then he could.
If he power
So-
stunts
We
it,
can
he'll be able
all
to take. Because
fly.
here's the thing, Puffin. Just so you know,
Yes, sir.
in this game,
hmm
the teleportation is personal only. So you're
hmm
correct. But the teleport others is
hmm
just teleport others. It's not limited.
hmm
So if you
Hmm.
do power stunt that, you could take as many as you want.
hmm
Actually, I do think there is a limitation now that I think about it, but you're not near it right now. I think
Okay.
yeah, it
We
does
can
have.
all fly, can we not?
Yeah, but you're missing the point. You're not gonna fly your ass to frickin' Pawtucket.
No, but to
You
find a
probably
place
could.
to.
Old Cloaca
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it'd be a long trip. I am pretty quick, but yeah, that'd be a long trip.
You'd be tired.
He would
Yeah.
he would need to make a glider, and I keep him up with the wind.
Well, what is
Oh,
your
that's right. This is the wrong
what
character.
lady?
Wrong
What is your
character.
fitness, please?
Fitness. Let me go back to over here.
Ungodly.
Right.
Probably.
No, it's not.
It is pretty good, but not quite, unearthly.
Fitness, fighting, agility, strength, endurance.
I remember him eating
Yeah, it's under
pork.
endurance.
Endurance.
Endurance is excellent.
What?
Excellent.
I thought it was
You're
higher, but okay.
you're supposed to be a Supergirl, and you only have excellent endurance.
Her strength is monstrosities. That was the highest
Monstrosities.
one.
I'm going to go with that from now on.
Monstrosities.
From now on, that's the new
Whatever
word.
you want to call it,
Monstrosities. No, that
monster,
The thing-
you
whatever.
corrected the universe. Thank you very much.
Her durability came from her the power, the specifically like the one that body armor, natural body armor. So
I
that
see.
was
Lady, did you
yeah.
create a sheet?
Yes. And I've been linking it to you. You just don't look at it.
All right. So
we did show you before.
Well, okay. Well, whatever. Excellent. You ain't flying to America with that. You ain't
Mhm.
getting it. You'll fall
That's
into the
what-
ocean and drown. Yeah.
I ain't planning to fly over there.
Yeah, no. If you were like incredible, amazing, or something like that, you could do as you like. Puffin, what is your fitness?
my fitness. Well, I mean, I'm not flying, but
Well, yeah, that's true.
my fitness is excellent.
Once again, interesting. You
Uh,
guys keep in mind you two can only move two areas around. Just keep that in mind. How about you, GOP?
Mine is amazing.
All right. So, yeah, no, you could actually fly around the world and not give a shit. You might starve to death
would-
in the process.
Yeah, it would take a long time regardless, but
would.
yes, I could.
But
Well, my
And you'd
Grace
have
is
to
also
carry
amazing
Kitty
too.
with
but
you.
yeah.
And you'd have to carry Kitty with you, and she'd have to have bathroom breaks.
I
Well,
can go
let's see if
I'm
I
not
can
going to
power
have the
stunt
back in your back
teleportation.
either.
Well, in her
Yeah.
current state, he could just dangle her.
Yeah,
Right.
I can go. I can travel 150 miles an hour.
Yeah,
my
no,
flight.
you okay?
If
You're
you
funny. You're the
dangle her,
only one who could actually do it. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, Puffin.
you'd be giving the fish a show.
That's true. That's true. The fish would be happy, I suppose. But anyway, all right. So you ain't doing that, but you could teleport. He could teleport all of you if he did a power stunt.
Power stunt, spirit,
It's
47.
Oh.
better.
Well,
We're
okay.
all dead.
So you
Okay.
have to spend. This is under your weather stuff, so it's cheaper. So you got to spend
Yes.
that 100 karma, and then whatever else it
Yes.
takes. So what is the power
Okay.
rank of your overall power here? Your teleportation?
Remarkable.
Remarkable. That's
Well, my
power
weather
rank.
control is remarkable because I'm doing his weather stuff. So remarkable.
So it's
ability.
remarkable, which brings it down to excellent. Okay. So because any of these things, when you have these overall powers, all the
Mhm.
array powers fall at -1 column shift under it. Now, and you're limited. You can never raise them higher than the power rank, the overall power rank, which is why they make
Mhm.
it cheaper for you because you're
Mhm.
limited, right? So it's
Mhm.
under
So
excellent. So, but all right. So 47, we need ourselves a 95. So you need 52 karma. So 152 karma, and you're able to teleport the entire lot plus whoever this dude is that tried to grab McGraw you.
okay, so 152. I had 630. So
Sweet.
my brain for a 478.
Yeah. Now, do keep
And
in
this
mind. Do keep in mind all these different power stunts you're running and where they are. How many
I
times you
have
succeeded? Good, good. Good.
Oh, I've succeeded 5 times on this one now.
Good. Excellent.
So now is it permanent?
Is it have you done 5 times?
Yeah, this is the 5th time.
All right, but
You no
Well,
longer
on
have
your-
to spend the
just
karma for it.
well, no, yeah, GOP. Go ahead. You go ahead, GOP. I think you might know what I'm going to say. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so it's for each individual power stunt. So if you teleporting yourself, you have to do that 5 times. But if you're teleporting someone else, which is a separate power stunt, then that's a
Only one.
separate 5 times you have to
Right.
do it.
Now I'm going to give him though himself. So consider teleportation done. You can use it anytime you want for yourself, but you've created a new power stunt which is on 1 for bringing others or things with you. But yes, GOP is 100%
So you got to
correct.
do it 4 more times to make it
For
where
carrying
it doesn't.
people. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Succeed 4 more
That sounds
times,
good.
yeah.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, so that's so savat. That's the word I was trying to keep in mind. Savat. Yes. I'm going to give. I'm going to his. This guy's fighting style is French because he's French.
Maybe we should have left him in the ocean.
I
Maybe.
think he said he had an American accent.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I didn't say anything like that. I have an
Oh.
American accent. You're
Oh.
confused.
I'm
Just to
always
make-
confused, perpetually.
Just to make the French guy angry before I teleport, I'm gonna be like 1, 2, 3, and we are escargon.
Oh,
Just-
oh,
Just to make him
oh!
mad.
Take 10 karma for that, sir. Bad dad jokes are always welcome.
Oh.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All right, so you guys find yourself back here. Let me bring this up. Back here at the headquarters of the Pawtucket chapter of Omnicorps
We
International.
transported him across international country lines.
You are correct, lady. You broke. You're
We did.
criminals.
Yeah,
Did we not
but I
break the
am
law
I am
doing
a
that?
god. I care not for this. Onwards to interrogate the Prince Sitter.
We're an international organization that
Okay.
operates
Okay.
everywhere,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
did attack us.
Well,
So-
technically, she's right though.
Yeah, technically she is.
And
If
Yo-Yo
we were
Mama,
normal humans, it'd be a problem.
it
Yeah,
would
okay.
be.
Should just-
Yeah.
She'll be like, take him back, you know,
Now,
basically.
you go to well, don't even talk to her later. I mean, you learn the
Mhm.
system.
I
Anyway,
know.
so you're at the Pawtucket chapter of Omnicorps, and of course Kitty goes scampering off, trailing half of the frickin' trench coat you were wearing behind her like a trail, to find some manner of clothing. She's morbidly embarrassed. But nevertheless, you guys do have holding cells in this building. As you can see, it's a 4-story building. There are
Would it hold-
spaces for everything.
Okay. Never
Well,
mind.
you had Ranger Dick's brother in one of those cells.
But he didn't have powers. This guy does.
Oh no, it's built to deal with powers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this is a professional organization. You might be on the cheap seats version of it, but still, yeah. So you guys put him in the cell. Well, you hand him over to the the agents
Security
that
people.
deal with that. Because, like I said, there are many people running around here. I mean, there's dozens of people in this building, right? So you guys do that. So he's being taken to custody and all that kind of stuff that goes on with that. And you are standing in the middle of the room, and Kitty comes back on the mic, so she's clearly at her desk. So, what are you gonna do?
I would assume he's probably conscious by now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure
I'd
to tell
imagine.
Kitty that her hair standing on end from lightning travel will wear off in a couple minutes.
She just harumps. She has more important things to concern about. She was wearing her birthday suit for the whole world to see, and no one was impressed.
I was.
Well, I mean, I was the one who actually picked her up and flew her into the hole, so I figured she'd probably be mortified considering that I was holding her as she was naked. But
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how girls are. Girls mortified when they're naked, lady?
Yes.
Okay, so she's mortified. Which is weird. I had no intention of sexualizing her at all.
Until
Yeah.
she gains the confidence of a woman.
She's not.
Like,
She's a
this
kid.
is me.
yeah,
This is it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, that wasn't the intention with that character.
I would love to see her go that way, though.
Well,
Flirt,
we'll see how she
rascal.
develops. I think I'm going to give her a sheet. I'm going to roll her up. Um, anyway,
Turns out he rolls 100 for all the things she has.
Of
no, I
course.
seriously doubt that. Which is why one of the reasons I made the adjustments to the original game was to manage it better, right? Because
Yeah.
if you roll, most of your characters roll on a column one, but column one tends to roll, average around a remarkable. And you don't want characters that are that, unless you're fighting, the upper level. I wanted to keep it a little lower, which is why the
You
rolls are
said street
lower. Then
level.
you have things you can use to bump it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see
Yeah.
how it works out because GOP is breaking it already because he's a
Mm-hmm.
He's
meta
GOP.
dick.
Yeah, he's a dirty mid maxer.
He's a
That could
min-maxer.
be the name of his new hero,
Meta
Metadick.
dick. Yeah, meta
Benedict,
dick.
Oh,
that's not a
you
bad
don't
idea.
know how close you are.
Uh-huh. Well, the thing is, I understand him, GOP, because I'm the same. We're assholes. But GMs hate us. But
You
anyway,
heard it here first,
once
ladies and
again,
gentlemen.
I'm curious what you guys are doing.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm assuming we're allowed to interrogate him. We just brought him in, so.
Well, they're just kind of doing their normal stuff with getting fingerprints and all that kind of things like that, and that process is, going to be done fairly quickly. You haven't spoken to Yo-Yo Mama yet, which is probably good.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
wait.
you might want to get that done before she finds out what's going on.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. So
While he's doing that, I'm like looking over the shoulders about his true identity, fingerprints, DNA stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what are you doing, Puffin?
I'm going to let's see. I could really go for some crepes right now. I'm going to go back to France and get some crepes and eat them in front of the guy.
Oh, okay, so you get some nice fresh crepes and eat from the guy. So the only person in the room with him is GOP. Nice. And the lady, his name is Pierre Pompidou.
What kind of
As in,
name is that?
let's
it's
just
the
call him.
it's the best French name ever. So he's Pierre the Big Hair.
I mean, I
He,
feel like Pepe Le Pew is the best French name ever.
but he has a crime sheet as long as your arm. This guy is a petty criminal. It seems like he gets hired to rough people up, and with his, they don't know everything about him, obviously, but he is known. So he mainly is a very strong fighter, which
Obvious.
Puffin understands. But mainly his ability is to manipulate the thoughts of others, which you guys know, and he uses those for ill-gotten means.
Okay.
So he's a known criminal.
As I'm reading over his thing, I go by Randy's office and go, Randy, what do I need to do to find something to protect me from mental shenanigans,
The room's already set
illusions?
up.
No, for us personally, some device or something, or do I need to go talk to Danny, the one that's in the?
No, Danny ain't gonna be
Danny
any
wouldn't
use
have
in
anything
that.
to do with
Danny's
that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, he doesn't. Randy doesn't have the funds for something like that. He wouldn't even know how to go about it.
We know
Okay.
his mental games at this point.
Well, the
Like we're not
room
gonna.
will
Yeah,
nullify it. When you guys
yeah.
know when you go into the room yourself, all your powers are nulled, all of them.
Okay.
Those cells and the interrogation rooms are power null areas. Matter of
Okay.
All
fact,
right.
not you guys, but certain people are not allowed to go into those rooms because their powers are actually connected to their life force, or they would actually die going into those rooms. But you guys are fine. But yeah, those
Fair
rooms
enough.
are created for this situation. Lady, you have to keep in mind you can't have anything in game that gives you an ability that you don't pay for. So if you wanted to get some
Okay.
power, you're going to spend karma to do it, and
All
you
right.
go talk to Randy and have him work on building something with you. You can do that. You can definitely do that. But
That's
you
what I
have to
mean.
spend karma
Give me a
on it.
reason. Give me a thing on doing it.
That's fine. Then
That's a
he
connection
can
for later on.
he'll research it. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there you
you
go.
can do that. Anyway, go ahead, GOP. You're in the room,
All right.
and you feel less cloaca.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
this is weird. I haven't been this way since before the transformation.
Hmm.
Or that fateful day. Okay, so I look over at him and I'm like, oh, that was a neat little trick you pulled back there. Look here, you're gonna have to spill the beans. Tell us everything. Why were you trying to kill us? Nothing.
He sits quietly.
Okay. I didn't want to. I didn't want to have to do this. I pull out Google Translate
Hmm.
and I start speaking to him in really bad French. Cruel and unusual punishment.
To be sure, go ahead and give me I don't know. Let's call it an intimidation roll with your empathy.
Which I now have bumped up because I actually switched that stuff around like I should have done forever ago. So my empathy is now remarkable.
Okay, your pop wouldn't apply in this situation.
No, it wouldn't be pop.
Oh, wow, nice. That's a success. Is that a yellow?
That is more 89 is at remarkable.
That's a yellow.
That would be. You know what? I'm gonna spend the what would it be 2 karma or how much karma would I need for
Whatever.
remarkable? I need 6
For
karma.
remarkable,
So I'll
you need
spend
6. Okay.
so to get me in red. So I'm gonna spend 6 karma to go into red. He knows we got him.
All right. He knows you got him. First thing he does is start cussing at you in French, and the translator is hard to keep up with it. And he says to keep his beautiful language out of your filthy American mouth. It's the translation. As it
Yeah.
comes, so,
Okay.
Yeah. And then he says he was hired to keep an eye on the casino. Mainly his job is to work for the casino, but he was also told to keep an eye out for any, superhero types.
Who are you hired by?
Some ranger guy.
Do you have any contact information?
He said, "Well, you did get a red." He says, "Yeah, well, all I got is what's on my phone."
Okay. Did he have the phone with him or
He did. It's in
Okay.
custody. Yeah.
Is it password protected?
I'm sure Randy's passed that already.
I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
You know, I did get a red. So
Actually, it wouldn't be Randy, it'd be Kitty. So let me make a roll.
Kitty.
I'm going to go make a roll. So now Kitty is definitely going to have a remarkable intelligence. I've kind of already been playing her that way. So she does have security. That's one of her main abilities, right? Securities and communications is what she's been playing. So we're going to say that are we going to ultimate skill her? Or are we just going to put her at
Yes.
amazing? Should we ultimate skill
Ultimate
her?
skill.
either do
Ultimate
2
skill.
points or ultimate, one or the other.
Yeah, we'll
but
do
you should-
ultimate because that's her main thing. I'm also going to give her claws, maybe good damage or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to ultimate skill her because this is her thing. Security is her main thing, right? So let's ultimate
He's the
skill
one that
Kitty.
tricked her into getting naked. She should be mad at him.
She would be. She's putting it all on here.
Mr. GM.
79. Yeah, I got it. That's a yellow. Yeah,
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
My contact is a man of the occult. If I go and talk to said gentleman, would it be possible for me to make spells?
For your character to learn language, sure. But that, of course, to pick up magic by itself, magic would cost 1,000. It doesn't fall under the weather benefit, right? So it's a completely new
Okay.
power that would cost you 1,000 karma to do that.
No. I don't have any more power slots left.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no. If you had a power slot left, though, you could do that. Sure, of course you could. Yeah. It just costs. And for anyone else's future reference, if you did do that, if you had a power slot left, then you would get a single spell initially, and then every spell after that would be kind of like the weather. It'd be 500. It's one of
Okay.
those ones that gets the discount because it's all under the array. And the power rank of the magic or the weather control, as with Puffin, it's that is a limiting factor, and every power under it is -1 column shift. So that's why they're cheaper, just so you know. But that's too bad. That would have been interesting. Some
Well, I
magic.
mean, if you'll allow it,
Well, no,
I
you're stuck with it. How many your power slot limit you
oh
have? That is a
no
hard limit. Yeah.
oh no, that's not what I was saying. Like when I was making the character, I took power absorption because we didn't know what other power I would take for one slot. I can get rid of that and just make it magic.
Why not? I don't know what you need power absorption for anyway.
Well, the
I'll just
usefulness is if we're in combat against an enemy who's
Yeah,
really tough, we
but
can drain their ability.
usually when you do build those kind of characters, you build those kind of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build
so I
around
mean
it.
I'll just replace it with because I didn't see like generic magic, only like black arts and the power. So I guess this is just like
Yeah, no,
you
just
know
call it magic.
okay
And then matter of fact, I can bring it up real quick.
yeah because if I replace it like that, then I have magic at remarkable then, so that'll be helpful,
All right,
and I
let
can
me
start
see
spending.
here. Yeah, no, give me a second.
Yep, giving
Let's see here. Mystic Days. No, no, no. Got all the Mystic Days stuff. Let's see
exchange.
here. No, just give me a second. I gotta go find it. Omni Hero. Trying to look where I have it all. I think it's no, it's over here. All right, now I know where it is. All right, hold on a second. When you have gigantic hard drives, you confuse yourself sometimes. Just so you know. Let's see here. I think it's under RPG. There it is. Marvel superheroes. Ha ha ha. Adventures. Okay, adventures, adventures, adventures. Here we go. So we got the campaign books, Secret Wars. Oh, there's so many good stuff. They came out with so many great things back in the day, man. Now, I mean, it's so confused. I don't know. What do you guys feel that the tabletop role playing world is better or not?
I mean, I think it's better just because I'm adding games into the mix, but overall, just kind of meh.
Well, I
Yeah.
think the woke stuff like
Well,
Yeah,
that aside.
damages everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm saying it damages quality overall.
it does.
Because
It
of
messes,
what the focus
confuses
is.
stuff. That's true. Yeah.
But it depends on where you go. I mean, there's good and bad, but there's more options than ever.
That's
So
true. That is true. And some of the ideas have been good, though. Here we go. Realms of Magic. I found it. All right. Alrighty. Let me bring this up real quick. Where's the Zoom thingy?
the Zoom thingy.
Yeah, it's to make it bigger. Let's see. Home, convert, page, fill. Um, Usually it's got a thing where I can make it bigger easily. It
that's what
opened
she
up
said.
well,
Viagra.
oh, I see where it did. It opened it
Yeah,
here.
You
Oh,
did
okay,
not
all
just
right.
go there, GLP.
I did.
I had already gone there. You stole my joke.
I always do.
No.
It's my superpower.
Yeah, just give me a second here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Greetings, mortals. How's it going?
Well, no one's in chat, so
No one's in chat? Okay.
I have
I went
a
out.
list.
I went out and shared to whoever I can share it to.
Well,
The
lady, you do
openness.
realize if somebody watches this in the future, they're gonna be like, "Ah, I gotta skip through all this. Just dead silence."
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Are you trying to mock me, sir?
bop 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 bop
No.
bop 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 bop. I'm
I,
providing
Elevator
entertainment.
that felt like you were mocking me. I felt mocked.
Ah,
He
well,
felt
I'm
mocked.
sorry you
People,
felt
let
that
it be
way.
known he felt mocked.
I did. Stop being
Get
mean.
mocked.
Okay, here we go. So magic. This is really handy in the realms of magic. It's all set up. You don't have to do randomly. You can choose as you like. Although the random creation is great. All right, first thing you need to do with magic.
Can
Mhm.
we
This is
see
handy
it?
for people listening too. First thing you need. Now you can roll. By the way, if you would like, or you can just choose. But there is one roll you do have to make. So make
Mhm.
a percentile roll, please.
And roll high.
58.
58. All right, good. So your character is your core is strong enough that you can use any magic. You're not limited. Okay, good. So that's
Oh,
done.
cool.
We don't need any more rolls unless you want them. Next thing you need to do is choose. We have to figure out the. Oh, I saw there is a second roll. I apologize. The other one doesn't need it. You
Oh
need to
no.
roll another time. Go ahead and roll again.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
30.
so you basically you're starting your character out with 3 spells. So write
Okay.
that down. Okay,
3 spells. Let me
three
write that down.
spells. All right. So and then the other thing you can roll if you'd like, but you need to decide what school of magic you're using, and the choices are thus: chaos, druidic, voodoo, fairy magic, Atlantean magic, scientific magic, specific realm or pantheon, which might be what you choose, nature,
Yeah.
magic of the order, which is Doctor Strange, or eclectic magic. Now
I
you
would
could,
choose Pantheon, basically
yeah,
myself.
maybe. So your pantheon would just go ahead and name it whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see, pantheonic magic. Where's its because these all have limitations and specializations and stuff. So let's see here, magic order,
It is
nature
cool to
magic.
listen to.
Yeah, this is a school of magic reserved for non-player characters. Ooh, that's all right. But it can be basis for a player character if carefully defined by a judge. Okay, I'm a judge. Okay. The magical teachings and spells come from the history of a special realm, which we know is Japan. The Marvel Universe. Bonus for this type of magic would come with the use of items or spells developed by this pantheon. Okay, okay. And when at certain locations. Okay. So it's one of those things. All right. So all right, so here's the deal. When
Mhm.
you're in Japan, your magic operates at a +1 column shift. When
Wonderful.
when you're outside of Japan, it just functions normally. And you
Okay.
need to pick one place, probably China, that it's
Mhm.
at a -1 column shift.
Okay.
Uh,
So my,
Detroit.
I have a
Detroit.
question.
Chinatown in Detroit.
Eventually, I need to increase my powers from remarkable to incredible because I have an incredible will.
Yeah,
That
so
way,
you have space. You have space to grow. Nice.
yep.
But keep in mind that will is a limiting factor, though. Yeah, you're right.
I know. I'll
But
eventually have to raise that.
so choose an area that you're at a -1 column shift. Like I'm saying, it's probably China, but you can pick anywhere you want.
I choose China.
Yeah, that makes the best sense. And let's see here. Yep, for that power, that's it. Done. All right, cool.
Do we count Taiwan as China? Oh, this is a big question because that
Oh,
wasn't that
without
where.
question, that's definitely China. Yeah. So that's it. So because different ones have different
Oh,
categories of magic give you certain bonuses or negatives. So that one's simple.
that
That's done.
that could be funny if
See,
I wanted to make the area smaller instead of China, North Korea.
it's specifically North Korea.
North
It could have been. It
Korea
could have been
never
Korea
goes there.
because he
So
was found in Taiwan, right? That's where he was, in hibernation or
that's right. He
whatever.
was Sun Moon Lake. Oh, that's why they
Yeah.
had him
So
there, though. He was entrapped. Oh, we back story. He was
Backstory.
buried in a place that weakened him. Ooh, nice.
Yes.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you very much, GLP. Now you're just replacing power absorption. So you already had the power rank of remarkable, right? So
Right.
we don't have to worry about that. And now we get into spells, and you had 3, right?
Yes.
So you are unlimited. Therefore, you can choose as you like.
Wonderful.
Now there are 3 categories, however. And
Yes,
each
sir.
and the categories aren't necessarily stronger or weaker than the other. They're just different ways of using it. You have personal energy spells, right? So
Okay.
you have that category. So just write down personal energy spells. Okay.
Okay, 1 second. I'm writing down spell types. Personal energy. Okay.
Then you have universal energy spells.
Okay.
Then you have dimensional energy spells. Now you have three spells. You could take one from each if you like, or you could take all from one. It's up to you. Like I said, they aren't necessarily more powerful or not. The dimensional ones are weird and complicated, to be honest. They really are more about traveling the dimensions. So I don't know how much you want to delve into that. But
I think if I had a dimensional energy spell, it would be more for like, oh, well, the Pantheons are meeting here, guys. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
oh, okay, fine. Well,
Well, I was saying if I took that as a spell, that would be the only reason.
So
Yeah,
So I could,
incredibly situational, not going to use it.
right, and some of
yeah.
the stuff crosses all three, like the Eldritch magic spells are in each list, right? So really,
Mhm.
what you need to tell me is what kind of spell you want. You could roll for this. There is a table, or you just tell me what kind of spell you want, and we're trying to figure it out.
Okie dokie. Could I do some kind of? Could I have well, kind of like kind of like a summoning spell where I summon like a ghostly fighter to cover my back.
Well,
Minion.
under personal, you do have vapors. There's three vapor spells. That does call vapors to work for you. Let's see here. Under universal, I think there's no, that vapors is under universal. Sorry, but it's also under they're in all three categories. Oh, nice. Let's see here. There is a spell called servant.
Cool. What does it do?
Let's go see.
It serves you.
Oh,
But
wonderful.
does it fight?
And what book are you using, Chester?
Realms of Magic. Here we go. So let's look under servant. That's got to be way down. All right. Well, let me do it quicker. Oh, wow. There's a lot of spells.
Ooh.
Yeah. I actually, using the Realms of Magic book to create a character is one of the funner. I like making characters. Just that itself is fun. Servant. The caster can summon forth his own personal servant to do his bidding. This servant will require quite a bit of judge's discretion, oh sure, as to its nature, abilities, spells, etc. The servant's abilities are generated as for any other character, so you got to make a new character. The judge can then gives it two spells, so it gets to have two spells of its own. Gives it an origin appropriate to the character it serves. Yada yada yada. So he could be some ancient servant you had. This can include like jinn, demons, familiars, ghosts, and the like. The servant is obedient, helpful, and useful. The caster can automatically talk to or otherwise communicate with the servant. The spell cannot use human beings as servants. All right, fine. So no slaves. Sorry. That could be
Uh,
useful because you got to make a whole nother character, and you could be a
I'd do
sidekick
that.
basically.
I'll take that.
Okay, so that's one. And like I said, he's going to get three powers of his own, and just kind of pick whatever powers you want, and they're just magical based, right? Just do power simulation like that. But just create a new character. Just
Okie
keep in
dokie.
mind he cannot be stronger than you.
True.
Yeah, he cannot be. He's going to be less than you. Just make sure you keep that in. So that's one. All right, got one. What else would you like?
Um, can I have? I'll probably be like typing away at the character while we're doing stuff real fast. But I think the is that under universal or dimensional?
That was under universal.
Okay, let me put spell one servant. Okay, so the next one, can I get a healing spell?
Oh no, I lied. That's under personal. I'm sorry, I lied. It's under
Oh, okay,
personal. I apologize.
it's all right. Can I get healing?
Can you get healing? Yep, that's under personal as well.
I will get a healing spell.
Oh well, you have healing unders under other universal, so they
I'll
are
do heal
separate.
it. Oh, they are separate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm immortal, so I could do heal others.
Okay. Heal others. All right. Let me go find that real quick.
Hopefully, it's better than the healing in the player's guide. Excuse me, the player's guide, because that stuff is very much after the fact kind of healing.
Sure. And we'll see. Let's take a look. I do know that when because I like making characters out of the realms of magic. It's fun just to go through all the tables and roll it up, right? And this does lean much more toward the D&D. So let's see. This spell gives the caster such a complete control over his bodily function. This is the heal, basically, that he can heal himself by using personal or dimensional energy. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Let's see with the heal others. The caster can magically heal other characters by using universal or dimensional energies. Either way, so it's under both categories, is what it means. It's under universal and dimensional. The caster must touch the character for 2 consecutive rounds after. Yeah, no, you're right, GOP. For 2 consecutive rounds after casting the spell. A successful spell rank feat roll is required, and then you do your power rank in healing. Yeah.
Uh,
And you're
that's
limited to your. Let's see here. Your heal per day is equal to the spell rank number divided by 10. So 3 times a day. Yeah, it's super limiting. Yeah, it is super limiting.
yeah. 8 hour.
Hey,
5
look who
hour.
it is.
What's up, bud?
Hi
Oh,
there.
Hey, Tower, what's up?
How you doing?
So yeah, it is
Uh,
super limiting, Puffin.
Yeah, but if it's per day, then I would probably be able to. If we had like another almost people died of missiles, I could at least save them months in the hospital.
You could. I mean, that is useful. So you 3 times a day you can heal 30 points of damage, and it does say here it includes the complete mending of broken bones, torn cartilage, missing disease. It heals everything. So yeah, you're
Okay.
right. It would solve that
it grows back
instantly.
limbs?
It does. Yeah. It is
And I
just
can't use that
limited.
on myself, right?
No, heal others is heal others,
Okay.
not yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Um.
So its power rank takes 2 rounds to cast the spell, which means it's slow. 30 points of damage, healed. Anything can be healed 3 times per day. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm using that out of combat, so
I'll be
it'll be all
right
right.
back.
Let's see. Can I? Well, I don't really need offenses from the weather because I'm gonna be throwing lightning at people.
And that's
Um.
under universal or dimensional, your choice.
Well,
Let's do universal.
here's a thought, Puffin.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you make the heal others be a power of your servant?
That's true. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. All right. So second spell. That's a good idea.
That way, at least you can stay in the fight
Mhm.
if you want your
Yeah.
servant to heal someone.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I know exactly. I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be great. Anyways, so spell number 2. Let's see, Mr. GM.
Mhm.
Would you like to? Uh, would you like to just for the viewers try to test out that random spell? Roll
Dice. Yeah, go
thingy?
ahead and roll.
Yeah. Just to see, just to show the viewers what we can generate.
Yep.
Do I roll a percentile?
Yep. That's right.
Wonderful.
62.
62. Now, because you
Whoa.
have all magic available to you, you're not limited. This could come from either one of these tables. So we'll look at each table. Personal 62 is mental barrier, protects you versus mental attacks. Under universal energy, the 62 is mesmerism, interesting. And underneath the dimensional, it is power duplication. Ooh.
Ooh. That's kind of tempting.
And all of these they all are single costs. Some of them do have multiple costs, by the way.
I will do power duplication, I think.
Okay, so let's go and read that. Power duplication.
That's dimensional, right?
It is dimensional, yes. All right, here we go. power duplication. All right. The caster can duplicate one of the powers of a being possessing natural, non magical superpowers. Okay, so it can't be magical. But the caster must touch the character to use the spell if the other character is willing. The normal spell rank feat roll is not necessary. So if they're not willing, you have to make a power roll. Okay, easy enough.
Okay. Wonderful.
Only one power can be duplicated at a time, of course. Duplication of the power does not remove the power from the target. The duration, area, and damage of a duplicated power is that of the caster spell rank, of course. Power rank, not the power rank of the original power, of course. That's given. The caster can choose the powers duplicated if the caster knows the other character. If the character who is touched is relatively unknown to the caster and the power he possesses are not completely known, the judge should randomize. So if you touch someone you don't know to steal, borrow power from them, and they have multiple powers, you don't know which one you're
Mhm.
going to get.
Could you end
Okay.
up with their amazing power to whistle?
No, it's
Like
got to
just
be an
randomly?
actual power list. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Uh,
making.
the caster cannot duplicate magical spells, talents, artificial abilities like Iron Man's strength. Of course, it's a suit,
Or
or
his
extra
missiles.
or extra limbs or other extreme physical differences. So you can't really mimic physical stuff. You can only take like actual power from people.
Special abilities
Yeah,
like, hey, you have the ability
flight,
to. Yeah.
You could
fire
take
breath.
flight, but you couldn't like mimic my wings.
No,
Yeah,
no wings. Yeah, no wings.
yeah.
So therefore,
But
you couldn't take flight from him. You couldn't get
I
you would
couldn't.
get nothing from Cloaca, but from Lady's character you would get flight.
Well, I could
You
also
would,
get her strength.
You could,
yeah.
yeah,
You'd get my acid blasts if you wanted.
yeah.
I mean, and I'm recreating them. I'm not really taking them from you. I'm just like
Yeah,
using
yeah.
the
You're
spell to
copying.
You get
You're
his
copying
ability
it.
to shit on
Yeah,
command.
and the duration
Good
is
power.
as per the duration, which I'd have to go look at that table. Let me go look at it right now.
I
So okay, to catch you up, Tower. We captured somebody who tried to kill us, and we teleported him from France back to Pawtucket.
Oh,
Yeah.
intriguing.
GOP. This is probably the coolest AI creature I've made so far. I'm gonna have to use this somewhere.
Maybe
I'm
as
gonna
a
have to
servant.
show Chester my the images the AI gave me
Don't
for my new character.
don't scar him. He's helping me make magic right now. Scar him
That
later.
is really cool, actually. Yours.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I
So
know.
what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, so the third spell.
So you got to take that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I think
right.
that would be very useful. Just in case, like, we're out somewhere. It's like, all right, lady, we're gonna chuck the mountain at him. We're gonna what? We're gonna chuck the mountain at him.
Yeah, and let me
Okay.
bring up. Let me give you your duration real quick here. I got to bring
Mhm.
up. This one here. It is.
And the mountain is Tower's character, right?
Well, there is no
So-
super strength ability, so you actually couldn't probably you'd just be taking her strength stat, which you can't do anyways, because it gets adjusted, right? So
No, you can take strength, super strength. Super strength is an ability. What are you talking about?
What he's
I
referring
looked through
to
it
is
before.
that
I
at that rank that I have, he can't get that because his true ability is not at that rank.
no, it would shift.
No, it would
to
be
his.
shifted. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
he's finally sharing.
It would basically give me a column shift from excellent to remarkable strength or something like that. Maybe that's
well, no,
maybe
it's your
it's not
power
that
rank.
great.
It's your power rank, which
Oh,
we've
so
already established
remarkable.
is remarkable. So yeah.
Yeah, remarkable strength. Oh, well, bye, Tower.
We love her.
No, not Tower. He
F's
was
in
the
the chat.
sturdiest of us all. F's in the chat. It says I'm watching the stream, but it's like not showing up. Pop this second. Yeah.
All right, so we got one more.
Okay, one more. Let's do a random roll, see if I like it. But then I have something pretty interesting in mind. I think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
Hiya!
All right, I was looking for duration, but all right, let me see here. God, it's really pissing me off. Where is that chart?
Man.
It's been so
Maybe
so
to
so
rate.
long since I looked at this. I'll have to go look at it. Look for it later. Oh well. Anyway,
Okay.
back to the charts. All right, here we go.
22.
So what'd you get? 22. All right. So you can either choose density control self, which you can make yourself, either phasable or give yourself like a body armor. 22 eldritch beams or blast. You got lightning, you don't need that. And disguise, which I
Ooh.
don't
Disguise.
know. I don't know. I think
I'm not. I'm far too pompous to use disguise.
so. The only one that sounds kind of interesting there was with the first one, and that was density control, which can be cool. And with the 30
Maybe.
rank, you basically can create your density up to where you get 30 protection versus physical, 10 versus, or it's not going to be 30, but remarkable and good versus energies. Or you can be able to phase through up to remarkable material strength, which is pretty good. But,
Mm.
steel, probably not.
You said
Let me
that was
see.
30.
He's
So
under
that's
30.
remark
Well, it's not 30.
under
It's on
30.
whatever his power rank number is, which is probably 26.
Oh, steel is under remarkable, so I would be able to go through it.
There you go. Alrighty.
So, I
Reinforced
believe the
concrete
ability to.
steel.
Yep, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be really useful. Is that
Yep.
personal?
So you can go through up to reinforced concrete and steel and anything less, but solid stone, vibranium, and volcanic rock, osmium steel, granite, gemstones, diamond. You can't go super heavy alloys. You can't go through that. Yeah, it's not. It's pretty good. Regular remarkable is right there. It's at
Yeah.
very useful. Most of the world you can phase through.
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to take that duplication thing. It seems really, really situational. Like, I don't know if it makes sense for the character.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Oh, we're doing it again.
56.
All right, hold on a second.
Yes. Oh.
56. 56. All right. So you can go with either levitation. Okay.
Ooh.
No, you don't have enough points for that.
True. Don't have enough points.
No, this one's mental control is like very expensive. And 56,
Ooh.
right? 56.
Yes, sir.
So Fizogui. Okay.
What?
The spell takes its name from a kind of magic used in the Irish tales of magic. This is a group of spells similar including confusion. Okay. So this would be a Japanese version of it. So I'd have to think of a Japanese word that would be appropriate. But what it does is it's one of these and this would cost you two, by the way. But
Oh.
it basically allows for you to create confusion, fear, forgetfulness, mesmerism, and paralysis in targets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, uh,
Um.
but it would cost two. It costs two.
Oh, cost two. Um. The changing density is something that I can use to protect myself to give myself kind of like armor, right?
And go through walls. I think that's very useful. You should
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
take
keeping
that.
that.
So
I'm
servant and
keeping.
density. Yeah, those are useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, See, because with weather, a lot of magic, a lot of generic magic is, weather control related, and I can already do that. So it's like a hard
hmm
choice of, other things. What's in druidic? Like, what type of stuff is that? Is that more weather control? Is it like speaking to
No,
animals?
no, it doesn't. That is just simply gives you bonuses or pluses depending on the thing. They all have access to the same spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Some of the options you can have. Let me just go through it here. That's you only have 1 point left, right? So
yes, one spell left.
you could go with armor, which creates magical armor. Astral projection, if you want to go to those meetings. Let's see where you got density control. You could create an enchanted eye, which works just like the D&D one. Flight, of course. Let's see here. We already talked about heal. Invisibility. Let's see here. Post cognition or What is that called? Oh,
Seeing
my
the past.
brain. No,
2020
Yeah, if you hold something in your hand,
hindsight.
you can see what happened, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Captain Hindsight.
Everything is 2020.
There's lots of different shield stuff. You don't need these things because you already have lightning. Those are too expensive. You could do shield as in a bubble. Those are too expensive. Yeah, you're kind of the really useful stuff, or you don't have enough points. Um, hmm. I kind of think you might just want to go with armor or astral
Armor, you say?
projection. Well, armor
I think
would
you,
create a kind of energy armor. It literally appears like some Japanese set of armor on you, and
I
it just gives you power rank protection. Or astral projection would allow you to commune with other gods and things like that, right?
I
Or
think I'll take astral projection because I will still want to keep in touch with the rest of my pantheon.
right. Let me see if the dimensional travel is too expensive for you. Let me see it here. That's over here. No, you can afford dimensional aperture.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So dimensional aperture does exactly what it says. You can open an aperture to other dimensions. Let me see how many dimensions you're allowed, because they always come with limits. So let me see here. Now I know this we're not playing, but this is cool because we are trying to demonstrate the game. So this is
Yes.
perfectly, what we're trying to do. So let me see. Dimensional aperture. Here we go. The spell causes a temporary opening in the dimensions fabric, allowing the caster to cross from one dimension to another. Perfect. Look for the section. Oh, yeah, okay. The caster can automatically open a portal to a dimension with he is familiar, so you get one automatically.
Yeah.
So it'll be the Japanese pantheon world, their heaven, right? But
Mm-hmm.
opening a portal to an unfamiliar psychometry is the word I was looking for before, being able to tell the past. Dimension miscellany or Mr. Okay, yeah. The caster can automatically open that, but opening a portal to an unfamiliar dimension requires a successful spell rank feat, which is going to be a yellow. And
Mm-hmm.
let's see, spell familiar. The caster takes into 3 dimensions. Um, okay, so you get one, and there is no limit. You can learn to travel to any dimension you choose. It just takes a yellow to get to one you hadn't been to before. But once you get that yellow,
Mm-hmm.
then you can go whenever you want.
Wonderful.
I'm assured that there's going to be some that are locked or protected, and therefore you either can't
Mm-hmm.
get in or require a red. So there's no limitation whatsoever, which is interesting. However, there is a nice
Yes,
little
sir.
caveat to this power. You also get a personal dimension for free.
Ooh.
This
Pocket dimension.
this
Ooh.
pocket dimension is only accessible for the caster's home dimension. So you have to probably go to the Japanese pantheon and then to that. So you have to kind of, it isn't direct jump, which that's stupid.
Uh,
I say you can do it directly.
okay.
And contains no dangerous creatures. The caster can go. Okay, so you have complete control over the personal pocket dimension. You can create it whatever you want. It doesn't give
Mm-hmm.
dimensions here, but I know dimension. There's another spell, another power that describes that, and power rank of 30. I think it's like 3 miles. I think it's divided by 10. So it's
Oh,
you got like a 3 mile circumference bubble that you
so
can
kind of like so I can make it look like a Japanese castle.
You can, and you have complete control over what it is, and nobody, and I mean nobody, not even a god, can enter into your dimension without your permission. That's one thing that's cool about pocket dimensions, is nothing can enter it. Well,
So
the one above all probably could, I imagine.
Yeah.
okay, so without his permission, so that means like he can invite people in,
Sure,
but people can't. Okay, okay,
but he can
oh,
also eject you upon will,
that's fine.
and he can make it look any way he wants. I'm pretty
Wonderful.
sure it's divided by 10, so I think it's 3 mile circumference.
That gives him a lot of
Ah,
playroom.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Now he's gonna sit there and design every freaking half a mile.
Well, if he's anything like me, he would.
Wait,
Dude,
wait,
there's
you
so
mean have
much.
ladies every 3 miles? Oh, you know it.
Hell yeah. But now that's a cool power, and that's only cost one,
Yep.
dude. That's weird.
I know it's great.
Dude, there's so much
Okay,
you can
can
do.
he force someone to go there?
No,
I
that's a different
no.
power. Now,
Okay.
What
Adam
is-
Warlock has that because he has the soul gem, so he can do that kind of shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
what if, let's say, we had someone who was unconscious,
Mhm.
sorry, and could you bring them into that new dimensional space?
Well, it's an aperture, so you'd have to carry them.
Well, that's fine.
He's not
but what I'm
sucking you in. It's a doorway opens up. You
I
have to
mean,
walk.
if I use my
I
vacuum
know. I
ability-
wasn't. I was just saying because in that scenario, like if you're trying to get someone who wouldn't come into the space willingly, anyways, but if they're not conscious, essentially like if you're trying to like capture someone.
Oh no,
could
you
you
can't
br-
do that. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can wrestle him in or something like that, sure, I guess.
Well,
But
Mr.
Well, I'm saying if they're
Chester,
unconscious and you drag them in there.
oh yeah, no, you
remember,
can do
You
that.
have
yeah.
little cells for people.
remember, I power stunted last session to make a vacuum so I could suck them in.
You could, but keep in mind, dropping people in evil dimensions would be an evil act.
If
Oh,
it's
yeah.
evil,
It's
you
not,
know,
he's not evil. His dimension is not evil.
Semantics do not stand here, GOP.
it's nice. There's there's
his home.
butterflies
It's
everywhere, and,
sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
and they
Flesh-eating butterflies.
Oh,
yeah they just wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going there.
Puffin, all of your
Yes, sir.
powers that require duration have a duration of 1 hour,
Yes, sir.
and they have a
Except-
range of 2 areas. So, for instance, with your dimensional aperture, you can open it within 2 areas of yourself, right? So that normally you'd probably just open it literally or right in front of you, but you never know, right? So 2 areas range, 1 hour duration. So what were the 3 powers you had again?
Hold on 1 second. Within 2
You picked up
areas.
servants.
A servant, change density, and dimensional aperture.
Okay,
And the
servant.
servant could heal other, and what else could it do? It had 2 powers.
It has 2 powers.
Yeah.
It has 2.
Let's see. Can it have servant too?
No, it cannot.
Okay.
Servant
I just- servant
That's something
change.
I would have done. I would have just picked 3 servants, and because they could all do 2 powers each. You know,
I have a? If the servant knows armor, can it cast the armor on someone other than itself?
Of course.
Then I'll have but it's hard because I could also give it dimensional aperture. No,
Basically, you have to create another character. And I'm reading over the servant here. It is not limited by power rank duration. So the servant, it comes and goes as long as you want it.
Okay,
so
wonderful.
and more than likely, because we have to world build here, right? So I would say
Yeah.
the servant lives in your pocket dimension, and you can call him
Yeah.
forth.
I was gonna actually. I was thinking about having the character be basically my. If it, I haven't really decided. I was thinking of either being an old advisor,
Uh-huh.
one of my champions, or my character's wife.
Either way, yeah, I think either way would work. Some ancient old human that was so wise you decided to give immortality to, or something like that, or a wife. It doesn't matter. But I would say, judge's preference here,
Yes.
that they live within your pocket dimension, and you can call them forth as you like. And
I agree.
they have the power of heal. They're a healer, and then one other power of your choice. And you just got to roll them up, just like a normal character. Just keep in mind, if you roll a bunch of high numbers, re-roll. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be that. They're a sidekick, so.
If they are high numbers, can they go down a rank until they're weaker than me? Like if I roll remarkable and I'm excellent in it, can I just reduce them down to 1 below excellent instead of like?
Sure.
rolling and then
I don't
getting a
even know if
typical.
you need to roll. I would just kind of make it up myself, something that's reasonable.
All
But it
right, I
depends
will.
on what you want them to be. I don't know that you want to make a combatant.
No.
It sounds like you're making more of a support character, so make them a
Yep.
support character, right? Wisdom, intelligence, healing, and protective spells, things like that.
It would be
Yeah. So
good to have extra, if we're doing investigations and stuff.
We
That's
are
just extra
not
rolls.
metagaming with you, GOP.
Oh, why not? Oh man.
You stay out of it. Okay. Anyway, cool. That was fun. But
yes.
if you guys can get a hold of the Realms of Magic book, which you can find online, it has 2 books. The second one is mainly just talking about Doctor Strange's universe and all the different dimensions and gods and stuff. And it's a fun read, but it's not going to be very useful to you unless you're, playing Doctor Strange. But the first book is exactly that. It's just character creator. And it's all tables, and it's wonderfully fun. You can make not just wizards, but you can also make people whose magic is inborn in them, kind of like a superhero. You can also make characters that have no magic themselves, but they carry magical items. That is fun, dude. There are so many tables. It's great. But it is a real fun book if you're into character creation like I am. And of course, but then again, the Marvel system is such a clean system. I think I've added a couple things to make it slightly more efficient, but it's a solid system. I would suggest it's a fun read for those who like it. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, GOP, you are in as he's busy, so we'll let Puffin do his thing. You're in
All
the
right.
interrogation room and you're talking to Pierre Pompadour.
And I'm having him write down. Well, I'm also asking. Okay, when was the actual store shut down?
Oh,
How long?
that nerd store for all those wannabe vigilantes.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, geez, 6 years ago.
Okay, and was he? So he was hired before, or he was basically hired when the store shut down to?
No, I was hired a week ago.
Uh, so that probably means that he left that thing there for us to find. Because we went. I mean, unless he hired a different person for each different place, but yeah,
No,
that
a super
yeah,
villain is clever.
I know.
What?
Yeah, right.
What?
Super villain played by Chester.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. Oh no, I accidentally left this file behind this desk.
Oh,
No.
shucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Okay.
But he failed.
How did he
He
contact you, and where did he contact you from?
already told you. Phone.
Okay. Fair enough.
And they do have that, and I'm sure Randy's got it decrypted by now.
Yeah.
Or
fair
not
enough.
Randy, the girl. Kitty.
Okay. Well, I don't know. What do you guys? I would assume you're back by now. What do you guys think? What else? What other? Because I was hoping, like, if he would have been around long enough, maybe he would have known some other people who maybe went to this place, and we could have had, some more information.
But he
that
wasn't
way.
around. It was shut down.
He
6
wasn't,
years ago.
yeah.
He was just hired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just a mercenary, and you could tell by his rap sheet that's exactly what he does. He's a thug for hire.
Wait a minute. But the guy we talked to at the prison told
Was like
us.
7 years ago.
Well, no, he told us back when he went to this place, like there was an older bartender guy thing. That was what kind of gave us that connection. It was like, oh, this guy is the guy. So
No,
how
he
would
did
that?
not. He did not give you a description. He said I
He
spoke
said there was
to the bartender. He did
Oh,
not
I
say
thought he said.
anything about what he looked like
Yep.
at all.
Shoot.
Well,
And
he
keep in
wasn't really
mind,
the
you never
bartender
saw
anyway.
him
He was-
tending bar.
Nope.
That's true.
You ain't getting around me,
Huh.
GOP. I mean, Jesus.
I'm looking at my
I'm just
Drive
trying to
to
think.
RPG, see if I have that already bought.
Just so you know, as you're kind of going through and creating this, Buffin, just keep you know Doctor Strange, right?
Yes.
Wong is his servant.
Hmm. Okay. I've seen the movie.
Well, no, the movie is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't even do the finger thingy with the Eldritch Blast. My son was so upset about that. He said, "What is all this kung fu stuff? He's supposed to be putting his fingers together and doing the thingy." And I said, "You're right."
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to ask this guy because it seems like he just got hired.
Yep.
So like he's got no connection to this place beforehand.
Are there any
As long as he's telling us the
outstanding
truth,
warrants
but
for his arrest?
Oh,
he said
many.
Professor said there was a
Yeah,
rap
there's
sheet
a
for
rap
this
sheet.
a
Yeah,
mile
no,
long.
he's a criminal.
Well, he's not
And-
walking out.
And I
anyway.
should see also if he's lying to me as well. But I mean, I
You roll a red. You roll
Yeah.
a red. I mean,
So-
you know, that there is no more rolls needed.
yeah.
He's
Okay.
spilling the beans, GOP.
Hmm.
Yes, he is. He's spilling the beans. I'll basically see if there's any other information that might be prudent to helping us catch the guy and maybe helping him reduce his sentence if or reduce he's in a lot of hot water, obviously.
He's used
So-
to it.
Yeah, that's true. But he did just try and kill, and he did just try and kill a bunch of Omni core, personnel, and
He has
he
this
is
little
caught.
thing you see in his rap sheet. It's up the top. It's a little caveat star and says, "Villain that escapes all the time when needed." Okay. You guys discuss what you want to do. I'm going to put some water on the boil.
I don't know what else to do with this guy. I mean, besides his phone, that's all we have.
We're at
So
a
we'll
dead
probably
end. We're at
a dead end. Yeah, we should probably go check out the phone
Yeah.
and find where that traces back. But I'm sure this guy, is so tech savvy that he's just got that covered too.
Probably.
So
We need to
I-
encourage Randy to step up.
well,
Know how this raccoon man is like making him look like shit water.
Well,
protect them.
I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is more, we just need to get whatever information we can, but it sucks that the place was closed down, and maybe over time the forum will turn up more information, but
Yeah.
all that
Okay,
should
the
be
name was
archived.
Name of the book he said wasn't Marvels. It was Magic.
I don't know what was the book.
He was talking the book he was flipping through.
No. Puffin, do you remember what the book was?
What book?
Exactly.
Okay, the one where you got the magic from. The lady was wondering.
It's one
Okay,
of those
yeah.
it's one of the Marvel books.
Oh, that was. Yeah, that's. It was like Magical Realms or something like that.
Hang on. Marvel's multiple RPG game.
Check out the phone.
Yep.
And then if you want, Puffin, have your character figure out where the... Oh, well, actually, we've been to the prison before. I don't know where where we should take him, where the office is. I would assume we either go to the Omnicore office in, oh, where was the guy? Was he in Belgium or something?
He was in France. Yeah, that place was in Belgium.
Yeah. So, see, where we take him into the local, well, I don't know, maybe we go to the France's office, or the probably one in Paris. Would make sense. But first we have to just figure out where it is and, give Puffin the ability to see the place, and then take him in there. Just because that's where he's supposed to go. So, yeah.
But first, let's figure out the phone. See if we've got anything out of it. Because I feel like that's the only lead we have right now. Cool. Anyone else have any ideas?
I'm not there right now.
Well,
You're
your
not?
character would be back by now. You just went to get
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
some crepes.
Yep.
Okay. So, yep, we know what we are gonna do. Unless, like I said, unless you have any other thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the next printing up of its hardbacks now instead of paperbacks. I don't want to buy hardbacks, and I'd
I
rather have it just deal, on the computer.
did in the drive.
I looked for it in Drive and I couldn't find it. That's why I was asking, what's the name of the book? What's the name of the book?
Okie dokie. Yeah, it's not in drive.
I remember seeing it before. I thought I bought it, but
I don't know why when I click on the Omni Hero uh character sheet thing on here, it's got your picture on it. Like it got saved to like the main file part of it.
who?
Your
picture?
your original character.
Oh yeah, you're the one that found it for me.
I did, but I'm saying like if you go into the Google Drive and you go down to Omni Hero character sheet, and you click on it, it's got yours. Your thing is like the default. It's basically Zephyr's stuff, but just with your picture superimposed over it.
I didn't do that. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but that's kind of funny. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that.
welcome back. Yeah.
I
Um,
had to.
we're gonna
I
go.
had to. Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go make your coffee. Yeah.
No, I did that
Okay,
as
the
well.
name of the book again was Mist and Magic? No.
No, Realms of Magic. Realms of Magic.
Okay,
Realm.
I'm gonna go.
REALMS.
I'm
Anyway,
going
what
to
are you doing?
see if Kitty found out anything about the phone already or no.
All that you guys actually directly went to where you should go immediately. How rare.
I mean, there's literally no other options.
Yeah, but you guys
Options
find an
as far as
hour to do
We do.
nonsense all the time. It's quite impressive.
Well, it
Yeah.
took us 2 hours to get this
Yeah.
far. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's good though. We have a lot of character developments going on. You
Hmm.
go to Kitty. Kitty is banging around in the phone, and she does have something for you. Although she's suspicious.
It's probably another trap.
She is able to find the number he communicated with, and she's been able to track it to Alberta, Canada.
Do-do-do-do.
Okay. Is there anything more specific?
No, it's just an address in Calgary.
Okay. What do we find on the address?
She brings us a satellite view. It's just an apartment in the city.
Okay. Do we
It's
have any information?
registered to, I don't know, John Smith.
John Smith.
Or
Okay. Well, that's something. That's a location. It's probably another trap, but I figure since we have nothing else to go on,
Well, she hasn't been able to track anything else on this guy. So she finds it
True.
very suspicious that this is so easy to track.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's probably fake. But we've got nothing else to go on. Did she? Well, we haven't really had a lot of time, but because we just kind of got back, so I'm assuming she probably wouldn't have found anything else about the website, and all that would be archived, for the Charlie Brown forum thing.
Nothing else that is of any use. The problem with the encryption is it's very, very good. It's one of those types of encryption. It doesn't matter what your power rank is. You ain't getting through it. unless you've got some magical computer god or something. And those do exist today, right? Which you would think PlayStation and these other companies might want to use those.
Well, if she has unearthly security,
It doesn't matter. You ain't getting. There's certain encryptions you ain't getting through. They're just impossible to get through them.
because they re-randomize themselves every second.
Yeah, you can't, or
Yeah.
nanosecond. You can't get through it. So she hadn't been able to get much information. Some of the aliases being used have been cross-referenced, and some of them are in jail, which you already know. You went and talked to
Mhm.
one of them, but she doesn't have anything extra. No, no.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we've got a location on there. So this guy that we picked up, he would technically, I would assume he would fall under the jurisdiction of the of his local Omni Core
Well,
branch.
as you say that, you're sitting here talking to Kitty, disgusting. I'm assuming Puffin is with you, although he's thinking of other things.
Yes.
Lady, this whole time, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been recording and listening to the conversations he's having with them. So like the observer
Yeah,
in the
because you were
behind
looking
the
at the
mirror.
computer records and stuff. That's right. Okay.
Because
Uh,
I'm a double triple deal on what is that called? My
I have no
talent.
idea.
Hang on.
I don't know.
Where did you go? Okay,
A
no, different
double,
thing.
triple, something.
Whopper?
The
No,
Whopper?
on
Are you talking about a
criminology.
skill? Criminology.
Criminology. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
like,
So you're doing your thing, and of course, all the information has come up, which means you're in the other room. You're not in
yeah,
this room with
right.
Kitty and GOP and Puffin. Walking into the room, there is an audible step as Yo-Yo Mama comes in, and her hands are just as they are, and she's looking and she
Hmm.
said, "What you do bringing people across international lines?
Well, he tried to kill us.
So that's your job. Be killed."
Now we're still alive.
You do realize it's illegal. You know how much paperwork you made for me?
Ah, we'll bring him back. We're not keeping him in forever.
You can't bring him. He's in the system. I
Yeah.
can't have my child alive. These people.
I
So
mean, you know,
she
it's
just
all
no.
it's
She
a,
turns around and walks out.
yeah,
She's like, oh my god. Yeah.
fair enough.
So yeah, you don't have to. He's out of your hands.
All right, cool. That works for me.
About him no more.
Now, keep in mind, you do have in your pockets, along with your identification, a travel pass.
We do.
It does not specify. It's just a travel pass. So maybe Danny was being a nice guy for, well, Danny really, we don't know anything about Danny.
Yeah, yeah. It can't be like
He's
for
really the
once because
villain
it's
here.
like he's just we've never really interacted with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's go. Is everyone ready to go to Canada? It's a
Yay,
little
Canada.
yeah, we're going to Canada, everybody.
No, we're
Canadian?
leaving Kitty here this time.
Huh?
You think
No,
we
no, no.
should leave
Kitty's
Kitty here?
coming. No, you ain't kicking out the
Okay.
kitty.
Okay, Kitty's coming.
You're not kicking out the
Meanie.
pretty kitty.
Okay,
I'm not
cool.
trying to be mean. I'm just thinking of her safety.
I look over at Ryzen.
Skippable.
All right, beam me up, Scotty.
Huh?
All right.
I'm
So
going to,
I guess you're gonna have to spend more karma here, buddy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you even
Well,
have it?
do you have
All
the
right.
karma to spend or no?
I do. I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
Because I have 488 karma.
Let's go ahead and get that roll going then.
Alright, so let's see. I'm also gonna use spirit because if I don't, I'm gonna be poor. I don't
Okay,
want to
so
be poor.
100 karma from initially. Make your roll. And
Oh,
so all your spirit is
Wow.
burned, however much that is, that's gone. And then the other 90, you need 91 points. So
my spirit was 53.
53. So that means that you need another 47.
Okie
So
dokie.
47 karma.
Okay, so 47 out of 88 is 41.
Okay. So your car. So you ain't doing that again. You guys are walking back. All right.
Yep, fair
Um.
enough.
All right. You guys have earned karma already, but anyway, we'll get to it. So boom, you're in Calgary, Alberta. Now I don't know how many of you've been to Calgary. I actually went to a Winter Olympics there.
Nope.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was cool. But it's a weird city though, because what you have on this, it's kind of like an island. There's river all around it. You have this city center that is just tall, just incredible number of tall buildings all over the place, and then outside of it, nothing. It's the weirdest
Oh,
place I've ever been to. It's New York. It's like a mini New York, sitting on this island, and it's just tall buildings. It's quite impressive, and then outside of that, just country. It's weird because usually you got sprawling suburbs and all that kind of stuff, but Calgary is not like that. It's just this kind of lonely city in the middle of a plain, and it really is like that. Now there are little suburbs and stuff on the outside. There are little things, but in general, it's not. It's just this. It's weird. It's weird. It felt
hmm.
weird when I was there. Beautiful though. It's very clean. Of course, it's Canadian. What do you want? Good food. Cowboy. They are cow. They all think they're cowboys. They run around in cowboy boots and cowboy hats all day. Someone should tell them they're Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
Anyway,
picked it up from Montanans, you know.
they probably did. But that's what Calgary looks like. It is a quite impressive little city in that one little area. There are cowboys everywhere. There's literal occasional cows being led down the street just for tourists. Shit you not, right? Good food though. But you guys are in the midst of this. You feel like you've just landed in Houston.
But colder.
Way colder. Yeah, it's freaking. What is this? The end of October? Yeah, it's quite cold. It's chilly already. So,
Okay.
and of course, he lands. I'm assuming you showed him the GPS, and you guys land outside the apartment building. And standing in front of you is a brownstone, as most of the things in America are. And it's a walk up. It's a taller brownstone than you're used to seeing over on the East Coast. This one is a 6-story brownstone. It's quite tall. And it's like a double wide of what you're used to on the East Coast. So it's like two brownstones kind of squished together and much taller. There are 3 entrances going into this brownstone, 3 separate alleyways, and you would assume elevators as well. And you're off to the left side is the one that goes to the apartment you're looking at. It is on the 5th floor, and it is apartment 508.
Um, I'm gonna fly around the outside,
Mhm.
to where the apartment is and see if I can see anything in the window.
Okay. You see a young girl doing calisthenics, and you pause. Okay.
Is this the right window?
It's not the right window, but yoga pants are great.
Okay.
You see an old grandma who is in one of those old grandma pajama pullovers, and she's chopping up carrots. You see an old dude in another window as you're flying along, and he's trying to work on one of those Pelotons, but you could tell he's not enjoying it. And then you get to the window you're trying to get at, and the curtains are drawn, and you can see no motion or movement inside. Now, would you like to get closer?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so you fly up, ultra pigeon sounds, caw, 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 because he does that every 5 seconds, just so you know. And so
I'm
you,
trying to be somewhat stealthy, you know. I'll
right, right.
climb up the fire escape or whatever they have. You know.
And you're peeking in the little crack of the curtain into the place, and you can't see much of the room, but the room you are looking into, it looks completely abandoned and empty. You don't see any furniture. You don't see any paintings on the wall. It looks like an empty room. You only have a sliver of look though, but from what you can see, there's nothing at all in there.
Window locked, I'm assuming.
It is.
Okay, fair enough. Um, hmm, I'm gonna tell my teammates basically what I saw. Should we try and get in through the window, or should we use the front door?
You guys,
There's nobody in
Kitty's
here.
got
Yeah.
communication between all of you, so you guys in
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Because knowing this guy, there's nothing in here. It's probably booby trapped. But maybe there's some equipment in here. Who knows?
Probably a secret room. He seems to like those
Possibly.
kind of things.
Yeah. We should have Kitty too when she gets the chance look up the history of this John Doe, see if he's
She
real or
Or
he's
the
not
history of the
real.
apartment.
yeah.
Of course,
I
it's not
figured.
real.
But,
Yeah, she already.
History of the
There's no
apartment.
track beyond. There's only 3 steps of movement in this track, which
yeah.
is good enough for most of your local agencies, but for Omnicore, it's obviously fake.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay.
How about the history of the apartment itself?
It's just an apartment that's changed hands over the years, as they always do. This building was supposedly was built in 1932.
Okay.
So there is going to be secret rooms because of the. Well, this is Canada. I
We
don't know
don't
if they
know.
had that or not.
Yeah, we really don't know. That'd be like checking out blueprints and all that stuff from. Okay. So we'll uh we'll we should probably head through the window. I think that'd be the better option, just because going through the door, considering how this guy is, and this is like so obvious, probably expecting us to take the path or like for the window. So
All right.
um,
So you guys are going to go through the window. Now, 2 of you can fly. Kitty just scampers right up the side of the building because I've already given her one of her powers, spider climb
yeah,
or kitty
Puffin-
But you
climb.
mean
I'm going to
kitty
call
cat?
it kitty climb. Kitty cat climb.
yeah,
Kitty can climb. Okay.
Kitty can
and
climb.
Lady can pick up Puffin if but I thought Puffin could just teleport. Doesn't
I'm
matter.
Once
just.
you
Puffin can fly with his weather control.
Yeah.
I could power stunt to fly with my weather control. You mean?
You've never
yeah.
done that yet?
Just
No.
teleport up to the
he's
thing. Like
he's been spending he's the only one really taking advantage of power stunt, and good on you for that. 10 karma.
Hooray!
Nice. Okay. Cool. So what kind of is it a window that we can pop the lock on from the outside, or is it?
Well, I mean, it's a window. It's easily breakable. Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Tell
I
him
just
to
figured.
teleport inside.
Could Kitty pick it now that she has her gear back on, and she's still doesn't have a costume? She's going to get one soon, though.
Yeah.
Kitty could pick it, sure.
Yeah, she could pick it, or as Lady was saying, Puffin could just teleport inside and open up the window. That would work too.
Mhm.
But
I mean, I teleport via lightning, so lightning would have to go through the window and then open it.
through
It
this, so
won't
you
do no
can't
damage,
teleport
though.
indoors.
No,
He can.
I can teleport. I can teleport indoors as long as there's an opening to get indoors because it's via lightning.
I see. Now, Puffin, you could put that limitation on you if you want. No problem. You can do that. But technically, inside the power description, it doesn't matter. But you
Okay,
can
but
limit
since it's
it,
a
though.
power, but since I didn't take the actual power teleportation, it's a
Yeah.
power stunt of
I'm
weather
cool with it.
control. But if I were to say cast change density, then I could teleport because then the
That-
lightning could strike me.
Just teleport under the crack of the door. Doesn't that's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's
Oh,
just
cool. Yeah,
By the
I'll get
way,
up there.
Kitty's just opened the window, by the way.
okay. Cool. Then you can go in this way. We'll be careful to make sure there's no like traps
Trap.
on it.
Give me a
if she
roll.
lets it. All right.
Finally get the roll after 2 hours.
Yep. Everyone roll. Let's see if we notice a trap.
Well, except for Puffin. He's on the ground.
Yeah, I'm on
Oh
there.
no! I don't
Okay.
notice anything.
It is
Hey, I got a
clear.
4 earlier.
I
I'm
haven't noticed anything either.
I'm still focused. I'm still thinking about those yoga pants.
You are, though they are distracting. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not here to see Puffin, by the way. You're on the ground.
Okay.
But he's the only one that would have succeeded. But I got Kitty. Let me roll Kitty.
Yeah. if anyone has a chance. Oh,
Oh no!
Kitty says
that's
it's
really
clear.
good. Okay, cool.
God.
She rolled a
They're
91.
not gonna make it. No, they
Okay.
ain't gonna make it.
Okay, we'll open up the
Kitty
window.
It was almost
I'll-
99.
Oh, it's 91, but yeah, I'll open up the window and
The
Kinda
window's
peer
already
in.
open. Kitty
Already
opened it.
I mean, like, yeah, no. Oh, well, she unlocked it. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm gonna like peer in. I'm gonna move the curtains and take
You
a look.
see an empty room. This is the main room. There are several doors here. You see what would be the front door across the place. On the far side of the wall, there is a kitchen. There is a separating wall, the half walls they have for those old kind of kitchens in apartments. And just in front of the wall, the only piece of furniture you see in the room is a table and two chairs sitting it, and it's just laying standing against the half wall for safe space conservation. However, that's the only furniture you see in the room. The kitchen, of course, has a stove and a refrigerator.
Okay. Well, now that we got everything, we're inside and everything. We should probably go investigate around. See if there's any secret places hidden about this place.
Okay. In this main room, like I said, the only piece of furniture is a table and two chairs, small, one of the little dinette things. There is a refrigerator and a stove in this room. There are the main door, which is sitting off to the right hand side at the back wall. There is a door to the right, and there are two doors to the left. Well, excuse me, a hallway and two doors to the left. One door to the
Well,
left.
the left trick. We'll do that. The first path on the left we'll take.
So
And
there's a
then,
hallway up right along that half wall that goes back.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye out to see if there's any. Keep an eye out for runes, especially. But anything
Sure.
might be booby
Are
trapped.
you all staying together or are you splitting up?
Well,
I will
somebody's still
protect the
outside.
kitty. Or,
He will
you know
protect the
what?
kitty.
We could have boys go one way, girls go the other.
Just tell me what you're doing.
All right, Cloaca, we're gonna go to the right.
The right
He
now?
already said he went to the left.
Yeah, he went to
We're-
the left, so you're going to the left. Lady, are you staying with the party or are you splitting up?
I guess we're splitting up. We know where that happens. Okay, me and Kitty Cat.
You go to the right. Okay. So let me deal with the right first. There's a door there. Kitty checks it because security's her thing, and it's unlocked. Matter of fact, it's doesn't even have a lock on it. She opens it up. Inside you here, you see a room. It's empty, completely empty, except for an armoire up against the far wall. And this could be used as a study, a bedroom, whatever. There's no closet in the room, just the armoire. Other than that, it's empty. The power is not on in this unit, by the way,
Okay.
so no lights. But it is daytime, so
It is daytime, so there's no lights.
it's late in the day.
Check
though.
it. Check the armoire to see if there's
Well, no, that's
something
right, because
behind
we're
it.
back in America. Okay, yeah, it's still it's midday.
Okay,
You
yeah.
check the armoire, it's empty. There's a couple of hangers in there.
Checking the back panels of it. Checking behind it as well.
Yeah, you're searching for secret doors. Give me an insight
Yeah.
roll. We'll say we know that Kitty's intelligence is remarkable. She's a smart cookie. I haven't rolled her up yet, but I balance things with these kind of characters, so she's probably either excellent or remarkable. Let's go for excellent now. I'll apply it when I create her though. So Kitty don't see nothing. Boom.
Lady got an
Alright.
80 though.
Nice job, lady. So yeah, nothing. It's just an armoire.
Okay, I don't see nothing. I don't.
Nope.
No,
Kind of
there's
like
nothing.
wiggle
Yeah.
stuff on the floor. Okay, room's clear.
All right,
Okay.
Room's
we'll go
clear.
check our room.
All right, so now you head down this hallway, and on this hallway, you have two doorways. There's one very soon down the hallway, going off to the right, and then there at the. It's a fairly long hallway. These apartments aren't that small. There's a door way down on the left.
Okay. Well, like I said, we'll just keep taking the same path. So
Well,
Yeah.
you got to a door to your right, and you
Yeah,
got
no, with left, the left
so
pattern.
you go
Just
all the
going.
way down to the end of the hallway, past the door on the right, and there's a door here in the left. What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to check and see if there seems to be any, traps on it or anything like that.
Go ahead, make a
Uh,
roll. Puffer,
Okie dokie.
Hello.
make a roll.
Yes,
Insight,
sir.
insight.
Oh, my insight's garbage.
44.
What's
And
my
my
59 against what's my
article.
insight?
So
Yep, you guys don't see any runes or any traps per se. Nope, nothing.
What
Nope.
is?
door looks fine.
Wait,
Okay.
insight. Wait a minute. Where's my insight?
I don't know. Did it
Insight
disappear?
would be your
Wisdom.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't see shit.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna open the door because
Okay.
it's completely safe.
Inside of the once you open this door, there is a room very similar to the one that Lady and Kitty had gone into. There is an armoire up against the wall. It's completely empty. It's you don't know, but it's a similar size to the other one. The only thing is different about this room is that sitting in the middle of the room is a lump of orangey black pulsating matter.
I remember last time I had Taco Bell. Oh.
Speaking of which, I just had Taco Bell.
I
Excuse me.
know, that's why I made
Excuse
the
me.
joke. Okay. I'm gonna take a Kitty, how is she still recording things from her end, or is she just with us in the moment kind of thing?
No, she has a PDF on her, and everything is still connected and working. How closely she's paying attention to it compared to sitting in the chair is another matter.
Yeah.
Hey, we got something kind of weird over here. I have no idea what this is. Can we run this through like a database or something? Because I'm kind of stumped here.
So,
Is there a roll I can make to try and figure out what this is? By the way.
not you, I would doubt. Do you have any science?
Nope.
Yeah. Kitty comes marching down the hallway, and she looks in the door because you guys are still in the door jam. You're not in the room, right?
Yeah.
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 And she's like, "Ew,
I know, right?
hairball."
One of your kin, perhaps?
She looks at it. She does have some science. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'll give it a roll. Just because.
How's this kitty? 90.
Oh, that's enough.
Jesus, I'm rolling like crazy. You guys lucky we're not in battle, man.
Right?
Making you
No,
get it out of the way
good
now.
for her.
Yeah, we're making you burn it.
yeah, good, good. Anyway, she for some reason instantly knows what it could be. She says, "Yeah, I do believe that is an ethereal sac. They usually have mutated versions of various animals. They're often used as a trap by the elite. They're very expensive." And as she says that, it begins to pulsate more.
We should probably hit it with lightning or something.
You do what you like.
Don't
That's
start
your
a
job.
fire.
We should probably split up though, so we're not,
All
getting
jammed into the door.
yeah. So. Okay, cool. You want to blast it? Blast it.
Well, I have a question.
Mhm.
Under the weather control power, would you say that lightning, like just zapping someone with lightning, is it the base power or a power stunt of the power?
Well, it
Well,
depends on when you chose it. When you take your weather control, you choose one ability. You chose lightning, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes.
So that's
Yes.
at the power rank. Any other power
Okay.
stunt is one column shift down.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm
Now,
going
however,
to.
just for your
Yes.
information, however, if you do spend the standard 1,000 karma, and power stun it, that would become a permanent power at that rank, though. But it's not worth it. But you can do that, but it's not worth it. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Then I'm gonna blast it then.
So, okay. So, GOP, where are you at this current? Now, Lady's back in the room. Kitty's standing in the door jam. GOP, what are you doing?
I said I was moving away.
You did. You
'cause-
did. So,
and
where are you
Kitty
moving to?
The hall,
I'll
probably.
move a little bit further down the hall just to, if this thing kind of comes out, I can take a pot shot at it if it does, but I'm not going to be like right next to.
So you go back in the
Right.
main room. Kitty falls behind and she scratches at your wings a couple times and then apologizes. Sorry, it's habit.
Oh, it's all right.
So you and
wings?
Kitty are in the main room. Ladies probably coming out of that room, see what the hell you all are doing. And the Japanese lightning god is going to zap it. So zap away, sir.
Okay, I gotta clear all the dice before my computer crashes. There we go.
Dice
61.
61.
61 is
You
remarkable.
zappolated it, sir. How much damage do you do?
26.
Okay. You hear this. Everyone hears this. This building
Ow.
has been split in half.
What?
Now,
Neat.
you, Mr. Zappolator, take 100 points of damage. Now, if you have any
100.
protections or armors or anything like that, of course they apply. The rest of you do get some protection. You guys take 50 points of damage. Once again, all protections you might have against concussive blasts do apply. If there is anyone living in this building, I doubt they're in good shape.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
However, beyond the damage, you guys apply your damage as it applies to you. You have 1 round to act before the building comes down on top of you, and that's going to be a lot more damage.
Jesus.
Now, Kitty instantly gets knocked back, but she's going to have high grace, so she's going to actually bounce and dodge herself literally out the window and try to catch and climb down the side of the building. So let Kitty do this. So we're going to go ahead and make the roll. And finally, I rolled low, but she's got to have really high. Well, let's say it's under incredible, so it's not enough. So Kitty tries to grab, and she fails. She does get out the window, but she's going to take more damage. So Kitty's on the ground, out. Kitty's out.
Okay.
She's
enough.
she's knocked out on the ground. I don't know where her. I have to create a sheet, but we'll just say she's out and in need of attention, because that's another 50. It's 100 points of damage. I don't have her costume on her. She nah. Let me make a fitness roll. She probably wouldn't be.
Hey, wait a
out.
second. Don't cats always land on their feet?
Well, that's fair. That's fair. She should get the cat roll. Let me do the cat roll.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No, it turns out it's not true.
Oh, boy. Well,
So,
her sister probably got knocked
so,
unconscious.
I
by-
got
let me
whenever I
I'll
hit
do a
this.
fitness roll for her.
Was it an explosion that hit me?
Yeah, I'm going to get to you in a second. Let me just finish Kitty here. Let's see if she. No, okay. Kitty is dying on the ground. Kitty's dying. All right, so Kitty is literally, like I said, she might have more than 100 hit points, but who knows? We're just going to
Yeah.
go with the fact that Kitty's dying outside the window. GOP, what do you? You're right. I'm going to
I'm
get to you last, Puffin.
I'm gonna fly after and basically, fly down and try and save her.
Well, you don't know what's happening to Kitty.
Well, I was gonna fly out the window anyways because the building's coming down. I can't do anything else.
Give me a grace roll, please.
Okay, well, that's one good thing I'm good at.
It's a dodge. Just give me a dodge roll.
Usually, it's one thing I'm good at. But it is amazing. So let's see. I need what?
Nothing. Yeah. So none.
Uh,
You do get out the window though, but it's not going to be very pretty.
I'll just spend.
but-
I'll spend the karma to get myself into green. So that's
Okay.
5.
All right. So you're
5
fine.
points.
You're outside the window. You see Kitty lied in a very awkward position on the ground, 5 floors below.
Yeah.
Lady, what are you doing?
I'm flying. I'm yelling, retreat outside! And then heading outside using karma. Damn. Oh,
or spirit lady.
spirit.
So
Okay.
you only need a green to simply escape the building. It's
It's
not that
excellent.
difficult. I'm just seeing if anyone ultra
Just
fails like Kitty.
41.
So you only need a green. So you spend 14 points of your spirit, not your karma, your spirit. Now, Puffin, you're a little bit different situation. You can't get to any window or anything like that because those guys are
Oh
literally
no,
standing next to it. You don't need it
I
though.
don't. Yeah, I don't have 100 hit points.
Oh.
You don't have 100 hit points and you have no protection.
I'm immortal.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you
Well
can't
then,
die,
okay. No,
but
then he's fine.
yeah.
All right. So, well, you're out.
Yep.
Um, all right. So Puffin doesn't. So the lightning god does not come out of the building. And the building, the top half of the building does collapse. There's instant fire everywhere. Matter of fact, the fire is a bit extreme for what you expected. You guys are all horrified at what the hell's going on. You hear people screaming throughout the building. Nearby people, of course, are looking out and looking up
Go
and
try
what
to
the
save
hell's
some
going
people.
on. Of
Yep.
course, you go try to save some people is your initial reaction, which is good. Everybody take 10 karma except for Puffin.
I didn't know it was gonna blow up.
Well, no, it's not that. I'm not taking karma away from you.
Yeah.
But you're not awake to try to save people, so you don't get that 10. But your
Okay.
initial idea was to do that. However, you have bigger problems because coming out of the wreck of this building, causing more damage, you see this 20-foot tall magma monster ripping itself out of the building and tearing itself down to the ground, causing way more damage. Who knows how many people are being injured as this thing falls and lands on the ground just above Kitty. Luckily, let's see, cat luck, cat luck, cat luck. I'm going to go for a cat luck roll.
40. I don't know how.
She's slightly singed,
Fair enough.
but not stepped upon, which would have been the death of Kitty. Kitty is dying, though. Keep that in mind.
He's
However,
down there applying whatever.
oh, you are on the ground, so you make a cat luck roll too, please, sir. Or just make a dodge roll, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Or who?
You
Okay.
were the one saying you're helping Kitty.
I was.
Lady's
so yes.
floating in the air looking at this disaster.
69.
69. You're fine.
That sounds good.
Because it's not attacking you, right? Matter of fact, as it steps out of the building, it is right across at a strange angle. There's an identical building behind this, and there's a courtyard here. And there's a river, which is behind you, lady, as you're floating in the air. And it immediately is just walking toward the next building. It's not attacking any of you.
We
Okay.
can let it get to the next building. Yeah.
It's a magma monster, right?
Yep.
Do they have fire hydrants over here in this area? Like,
You-
is there a fire hydrant nearby? I mean, not like do they have fire hydrants in Canada?
This
But
is
like,
a superhero story. There are always fire hydrants.
Of course, because the dog's got to pee.
But we're gonna do one at a time here. Puffin's out. His immortality is kicking in because he just took another like freaking 300 points of damage, plus fire damage. Yeah, you're dead, so your immortality is kicking in, and we'll get to that shortly. It depends on how powerful your immortality is and how quickly you'll come back. But you're not dead, so we'll deal with you in a minute.
Okay.
Puffin, excuse me, not Puffin. Cloaca, you are dealing with Kitty. So go ahead and stabilize Kitty. Make your roll.
yep. All right. And what do I roll for this one then? Like, what do I
This
add?
would
to
be
it?
intelligence.
Was it under
Yeah.
intelligence? Well, that's now remarkable. Oh my god. I'm gonna do karma because I don't want her to die. So
Wow.
I know it's one. Like that's my roll. I got a 1. So under remarkable, that means I need to basically get 45. Waste 45 more of my karma. That's cool. Just blowing through it.
Blowing through it. But you did try to save an innocent, and that's worth 50 karma anyway.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, you gain 5 technically.
That works.
So you go ahead and mark that down now, so I don't forget it. But anytime you do that in this saving a dead person, you do get 50 karma. If I've forgotten in the past, I probably have. But nevertheless, you stabilize Kitty. She's good, and she's a cat, so they do heal from these things super quick. The cats and
Yeah.
falling are synonymous.
Make sure
However,
she's out of harm's way, all that stuff.
yeah, you pick her up, you stabilize her, and you run out of the way from this maga monster, which you don't have any clue how in the hell you would deal with anyway. Lady,
Oh, can I yell something as I'm running, real quick?
sure,
I yell to Lady, use the fire hydrant, and yeah.
lady,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Head for the closest fire hydrant that's closest to the magna monster
Well, there's one
and
out on the
turn it
street.
on. Turn it
So,
on.
so you
Try
spend
to
your
aim
turn
for it.
heading to a fire hydrant. Okay.
I
Next round.
I want to do
Um,
something else, but he said that, so okay,
I think
fine.
you should do something else anyway. I just do what you
Okay.
want to do. Don't do what he
Yeah,
tells you to do. Do what you
yeah,
want to do.
Fair
You're a
okay.
enough.
freaking
I'm gonna do
superwoman.
this. Okay, yeah, I'm Superwoman, so I handle this physically. So I'm gonna fly up behind it, try to pick it up, and take it to the river as fast as I can.
Okay. So now your strength is certainly enough. What is your strength? Monstrous or something like that? Yeah, you
Yep,
definitely pick
yep,
this up.
yep.
And what are your protections, your resistances?
It's for 46
So it's an
natural
amazing
body.
rank resistance
Yeah.
versus everything.
Yep.
What did you
To
give
my
her?
knowledge,
It wouldn't be
natural
everything.
body armor.
It's natural body armor, so it would be 46 for physical stuff.
And
Energy,
26 for energy.
yeah.
Okay, which is
Okay.
enough actually in this case. It only gives off 10 damage around just from its presence. So
Okay.
yeah, you're fine. So it's hot, but it's not damaging you, and you can try to grab it and pick it up. So you're doing a grappling roll. So go ahead and make a strength roll,
I
please.
do have martial arts B.
That's fine, but that doesn't apply to grappling at all.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Martial arts C does.
Wow. See, you told me the wrong one. Purple ones
Well,
are
no, B is
really
good if you're punching things,
Yeah.
but it's
no 18. Nope,
Okay, yeah, that's a complete miss.
missed it.
So you try to get a hold of it. You're trying to. It's huge. It's 20 foot tall, so you're having a hard time getting a hold of it. It doesn't
Maybe I
seem to
need to get
care that
under it.
you're doing anything.
Touching
By
it.
the way,
Okay.
it doesn't care. It doesn't react to you yet. Of course, you haven't caused any damage. Its action is striding over to the building. Next round. Puffin is still dead. Cloaca.
okay. Cool. Okay. So if I tried to, I basically want to, well, okay. So I would have to melt the, because I can't pick this guy up. I can't interact with him like Lady can. Is there a way with the fire hydrant that I could basically blast him with it? You know, open up the valve and
What is your
could
strength?
My strength is excellent.
Yeah, no way.
Okay, could
No way.
I use my acid, my corrosive missile, to do it?
You could certainly melt the top off of a fire hydrant. I mean, that's not an issue. But how are you going to direct the water?
Could I melt a section of the fire hydrant that is facing the creature?
Well, it's very far away from you right now. It's a good 100
Okay,
meters, 100 yards.
then that wouldn't work. Okay, fair enough. Well, I can't do anything directly to this thing. I would, and I'm not going to be able to distract it.
Call the
So
fire department. Call the
Retrieve my
police.
the
corpse.
fire department. Well, if yeah, I could retrieve your corpse, but I'm gonna see. Is there anyone in his immediate path that I could get to and pull out of the way?
It's heading toward one of the buildings.
You don't see there are people running away. There were a few kids playing outside, but they're running away, so they're not in particular danger. The building might be, but I mean, what are you going to do about that? Yeah, I don't know what you can do. I think this is kind of a lady job.
That is a lady job. Okay. Is there anyone? Do I see anyone maybe in the rubble of the building that just collapsed that I
Oh
can
yeah,
help?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, you can do
I'm
You
that.
gonna go
do.
help
Yeah.
one of them.
Yes.
Thank you.
The
And
lady that was
by
in the.
the coincidence of Hollywood, as you're helping people, you see the body of the Japanese god lying there, quite maimed and singed, but he's just recognizable enough because that's movie plot.
Oh,
Yay,
Well,
plot armor.
he'll be okay. But the civilians that don't have plot armor.
You have no idea that he's immortal. You don't know anything about that at all.
Oh, I thought we did know that.
No,
I
why
thought.
would you
Uh,
know that?
oh,
Yeah,
we
I
wouldn't know.
claimed I was. You don't know that I am.
that's true.
Oh,
He did claim he
Well,
was. That's true.
as far as I know, that's what he is. That's what he said. So
Fair
who am I
enough.
to,
But yeah,
question?
you're helping people, and that will be remind me later, please.
Okay.
So in this round, you're able to help. Give me a D10, please.
D10. Alrighty then. 4.
You're able to direct or directly help 4 people. Okay.
Cool.
Then back to lady.
gonna stop pounding on its head then.
Just punch it. All right, go ahead.
So this is fighting.
Yep.
+1 column shift.
Yep.
My fighting is remarkable.
So
Plus,
under incredible. Go ahead.
okay.
Wow. All righty then. Yeah, you're swinging at it, and you're just hitting magma, and it's not hurting you, but it's not doing anything to it, and it's still not paying attention to you. On its turn, it goes to it's walked up to that building, and it just collapses. It just brings its arms up like, and it just collapses the entire middle of this building. Fire erupts, smoke erupts. You hear screamings coming from inside. Also, you're probably a little bit busy, lady, but you both are. But Puffin, not Puffin,
Yes.
GOP.
Mhm.
As you're helping people, you do see a squad of 3 superheroes flying above you in formation, heading in,
Cool.
and you
Well,
hear sirens in the distance.
I'm doing what I can. So
Yeah,
how much
sure.
else I can do besides helping more people?
So you keep helping, and we already made your role. So you're doing that. All right. And just so I don't forget, just give yourself 200 karma for that, please.
Okie dokie.
So you're dealing with that for the remainder of the situation. A lady, you are trying to deal with it. It's a new round, which comes right to you, first lady. There are three superheroes flying in to your right, by the way. But go ahead. What are you gonna do this round, lady?
Um, if I know one or any of them are listening to me, and I point to the river, we gotta get it in the river, and then attack it.
What are you doing to facilitate that?
Trying to grab it.
So you should have
What
done,
is
yeah,
something I can
grappling. You
grab?
should have done that the first time.
Grappling again.
Lady, you do have spirit. You do have karma. You have spirit. You should probably use it.
Okay, spirit. I spent 14 spirit earlier, so okay.
All right. So this is a grapple, not a grab. That is
Mhm.
45. We were under remarkable, right? What is your strength again? Oh, monstrous. That's right. So it's a 45. So that means that you need. It depends on when you want a yellow or red. If you want to go for the red, it's going to cost you. So that's 86. So that would cost you 41 spirit. How much spirit do you have?
I don't have that much spirit left.
Well, how much do you
Ye-
have?
I have 14 spirit left.
Oh, okay. Well, then you spend let me see here. 51. So you spend 6. You spend 6, and you got a hold of it enough to get it off the ground a little bit, right? You don't
Okay.
have a full control of it, but you got enough of it. You got it. You're getting it off the ground. Now this thing could just continue with this rampage if it wanted, but now you have its attention because you've literally lifted it off the ground, and it's kind of swinging at you, trying to do its to free itself from your grapple. So let me go ahead and make that roll. So it's going to swing at you.
No.
Thank you. Okay. All right, that's better. This thing doesn't have a very high fight, so we'll put it under excellent. It does hit you though. It is just the green, so it's just a strike. You take 50 points of damage. But
Track my
of
body
course,
armor.
you have body armor, so it's going to be equivalent to you. So it's your body armor is amazing, so you take no damage. Although you feel the
I
strength
feel
of
the
the
impression.
creature. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you take no damage from that. Next round, now if you get another yellow on this roll, and the heroes are going to be involved this round, by the way, that are coming in. So if you get another yellow, you will have a complete hold. You don't need a red. You just need another yellow. So go ahead and make your grapple again, please.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You lose complete control of the situation as it's thrashing around. This is a big awkward thing, so you can't keep hold of it. It lands on the ground. You only got it a few feet off the ground anyway. But you've completely lost your grapple. This monster, um, let me see. 1 through 5, it decides to focus on you. 6 and above, it just goes back to what it was doing.
One of the other heroes, but if they even touched
Oh.
it.
Okay.
There.
It doesn't care about you, and it just swings its arm and takes out the left side of this building completely. Just destroys more floors, more fire, more screaming. The 3 heroes come in while one of them just flies by, and you see it tries to punch it, and he fails. Another one just slams into the thing, moves it about 10 feet, and is trying to do what you were doing, grappling it. And the third one pulls up in the air and is just blasting him with energy. And it seems to maybe have done some damage. The monster is it's not happy. It's screaming at this some kind of yellow energy attack that's being thrown at it. New
Okay.
round, lady. What are you doing?
2 people are
3. There's 4
well.
heroes on this thing right
One
now.
person was trying to move them though, right?
Yep,
Or they were
one is
hitting
trying to a big
Is that
guy.
going toward the river? Happen to be
He
going to
is
the river?
moving, pushing it in that direction.
Yeah.
Now the big
That's
guy,
I'll do what he's doing then.
you're helping him push.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So the big guy that you fly down and kind of go alongside to help, he's a big burly guy. He's probably close to 7 foot tall. He's just very thick. He has no cape. He's got like a no sleeve type of uniform. The guy up in the air blasting has got a cape, and the guy that flew by also is wearing a cape. These guys seem to like teal and blue themes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, that
But
was
anyway, you
almost Alpha Flight, wasn't it?
now instead of doing the grapple, we're just going to do a push. Just give me a standard attack, which now is under incredible. Nice, finally. So that's a yellow, and you're able to get in there and kind of do a hit and push them along. So
Mm-hmm.
you're monstrous. So you do a big hit and it feels it. It does not like it. It's like it takes the thing, but you're pushing it along. This other guy, you guys are able to push it together 50 feet forward. And the river that you're trying to head for is probably another 100 foot away, because this is sitting right on the western riverside. So you're about 100 feet away. The guy is flying by. He comes by again up top, and you see him whiz by. This time he does hit it. The monster's like, "Rrr," and the guy blasting is just kind of does like a nova blast on it. So let me see if I get higher off on this. Hold on a second. Make a roll. No. He tries to Nova Blast it, but because you guys are pushing it, it hits the side of the building and a tree, and it absolutely immolates it. Lady, you're going to keep pushing. So you want to maintain that push, to just make another incredible roll, please.
Maintain the push.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, yeah.
Roll again.
Yes, please. Yes. Why is it? Why a 40 is not a boom?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Don't ask me.
But it's enough to do what you're doing, though, and you guys move in another 50 feet. So next round, you should have this thing in the water.
Almost,
The
anyway, yeah.
blaster up top is just throwing damage at it, and the guy who's flying by and taking swipes is doing the same. This thing is, it's very mindless creature. It's responding to pain, but other than that, it doesn't have any kind of cleverness or motivation beyond destroy, right? So the next round, if you make this, he's in the river. Go ahead.
Get off the purple. Those are the ones go to the boomy thing. So let's go back to green. 90.
Oh,
Nice.
Very
yes.
nice, very nice. It's too
Get
bad it
by
wasn't
purple.
double hot
Woo!
though, because that's bonus karma.
Yep.
But that's amazing. You kind of look at the guy next to you. He smiles at you.
She'll blow him a kiss.
Okay, that's fine. He smiles extra. But you guys push real hard together, and you guys are not only able to push into the water, but you're able to kind of lift up and shoulder it down into the river. And of course, it creates this explosion of steam, just rising hundreds of feet into the air. And this thing is screaming in agony. You guys are doing everything you can to keep it in the water. The blaster and the swiper are up top. The swiper actually comes down next to you and is pushing with you, and the blaster is just smoking it in the head. 2 rounds pass as you guys struggle to keep it in the water. I'm not going to make you roll. That 99 is plenty. And this thing melts into nothing.
Gonna kill a lot of fish in the river too, by the way.
Oh, you did kill a lot of river fish.
Yeah, I think there's
Um,
bigger issues.
And there's so much steam in there. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off. You have 2 destroyed buildings. You have a dead immortal who's not dead because he's immortal. And then you have a stabilized kitty and a cloaca who's running around helping people, and they can't help but stare.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
Once we know once I can get loose from holding it down, we know it's not moving no more. I'm gonna
Well,
go
it's
back
gone.
to
It
the
actually melts into steam. It's
melted.
Yeah.
completely gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic. Go figure. Okay, go back to the other buildings to start trying to help
So it
people.
was a fire monster because magma is just molten rock. So
Yep.
it would be just a big rock.
Well, you know what I meant. It's a lava
Yes.
monster. It's some magma sounds cooler. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Go back and see
Um,
if there's other people I
Sure.
can help.
And you guys go about helping. Just so I don't forget, everyone gets an additional 100 karma for helping civilians.
Except for
And
me.
except, well, yeah. Oh well. What do you want to do? Kitty either.
Yeah.
Kitty doesn't get anything. Yeah.
Hey, I helped civilians by teleporting them earlier.
Yeah, you did, you did. And of course, you do get this though because it's simply a party XP, by the way.
Oh, good.
The defeating of the monster itself gives you 500 karma.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Yay!
Plus, for your various investigations and all the other stuff that you do normally, and that's 200 anyway. So
Woohoo!
today's
I'm
good
at
karma day.
1,000.
It's good karma day. Um,
Yeah.
And I think the cloacas earn more even. You're sitting
Yeah.
on
Yeah, I got a bit more.
because you
I
get the
know.
general helping. That 100 I just gave you get that also, right?
Mhm.
So so that's that's got to be 5. You've made 1,000 karma just today, I think. More.
Yep.
1,200 or 1,300.
No, it was.
Everybody.
I made about 1,000
Yeah.
because I had spent some throughout the day too.
Yeah,
So
that's a good day.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
yeah, I
Now,
would say so.
of course, within very short time, you guys are helping civilians. Ambulances are here, fire departments are here. It's a chaotic scene, of course. And Kitty is you're able to get her and the immortal onto a hospital ambulance, and they've been taken to the hospital. Does anyone go with them or leave them to it? Maybe you should go
Well,
with them, GOP.
yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
We've
So
got our
Contact me
immortal.
and
Yeah,
let me
all
know
that
where you're
stuff.
at when you get there.
well, you guys have communications in your head.
Yeah.
I mean, in your ears. So you go to the hospital with these two. Lady, you're here on scene because you know someone needs to be. And of course, questions are being asked. But the big dude that you were helping push the magma monster,
Uh-huh.
lava monster. Are you happy now, Puffin?
Yes, I am.
Okay. He gives you a wink and he's like, "Good job. You're quite fit for a green girl or blue. What are
Green
you,
girl?
blue?
She's blue.
You're blue.
He could be colorblind.
He
Yeah.
might be. We'll say he is. We'll go with that. Thank you for the save.
Glowy.
Um,
I'm
uh,
glowy.
yeah,
Okay.
he's like, you're quite fit for a green girl. Good job, by the way. And he puts his fist out for a fist bump.
Fist bumping.
Okay. The other two heroes fly in. Of course, there's police chief or some kind of police official and fire official heading over toward your area. The guy who was up top blasting is pretty quiet. He doesn't say nothing, just kind of nods to you. The guy that was swiping back and forth, he's in a black uniform with green trims and little touches of teal here or there. He's like, explain exactly what was going on here, please. Thank you very much.
We want to wait for the chief of police here first.
He
No,
waves
that
his hand. He says, "Tell me what is happening here. There's buildings
Don't throw
destroyed in
me
my
under the
city."
bus.
Throw him under the bus.
Don't throw me under the
Throw
bus.
him under the bus. Go ahead, lady.
Don't
You've been asked a direct question. These guys are all Omnicore, by the way.
lie to his
Of
face.
course, we're Omnicore. Okay. We tracked the known fugitive to renting this apartment, which he then laid a trap in, and that's the trap blew up on us.
I will expect full paperwork from your office. Where are you operating out of? Did you check in with us?
We didn't have time.
Where are you coming from?
Name off the place, the district.
Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Pawtucket Omnicore
Pawtucket.
chapter.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Pawtucket,
Pawtucket?
Omnicore.
That's in America. Oh my God. And he just goes on in
We-
the Canadian way. He says, oi, oi, a lot.
Oi, 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 oi. And I look at the big guy and I go, aren't we all working on the same team?
He just shrugs his shoulder and smiles at you. He's always like
She
that.
winks back at him.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna.
the other
If I
guy, the
could
quiet
throw up,
guy.
I would.
I'm sorry. What do you say?
If I could throw up, I would.
It's true. You are dead.
Gotta have
Actually.
romance.
And the quiet guy flies off to go surveil the scene. Fire chief, police chief comes in. The nerdy, pedantic guy deals with it because it's this is his city. And the big guy just chatting with you about where you're from and just kind of normal banter. You've had many times with Omnicore people, although he
course.
seems a little bit shiny on you. So you have that conversation back at the hospital. Kitty is actually didn't take endurance damage at all. So Kitty is awake pretty quickly, and she does have the cat factor. I'll have to take that off Catman and apply that to her. So I mean, she is her character. She's been being built the whole time here, but I'm going to make her today. If I have some time later. But nevertheless, Kitty's up. The immortal, however.
Blech.
Now, immortal.
Yes.
What is your power rank in immortality?
We never rolled it because whenever we were doing my
Oh,
character, GOP's like, well, there's no thing
No,
under
no,
here.
no, no. You need to roll it. We need a power rank. Yes. Please
Is
roll
there a
it
way
now.
I can
Go ahead, just
spend
roll.
karma? I don't want to get a 4 again.
Wasn't
Oh,
there
it was
That's
something?
fine. That's fine.
It was on a
Um,
90.
It
Damn it.
was.
Well, this is fine though. Let me go back to the chart. Let me bring that up. I got it right here. Here we go. Alrighty. So let's go over. That's not a bad roll. All right, here we go. So that's a 32. Well, it is typical.
It is, yeah.
Okay, it's a typical
Yeah.
roll.
It's
But
awful.
if we put the immortal, because you spent a power on it, right?
Yeah, I got immortality. I
Well,
put 2
if you make it, what was that roll we just you just gave me?
32.
Was it a
32.
32? Okay.
32.
Let me go check here real quick. Because if we put it under magic, that might be remarkable, actually.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, here we go. All right, let me just go. I'm going back to the magic book. It was a 32. Yeah, that's an excellent power rank. If you put it under magic, if it's now keep in mind, if it's not innate, and you put it under magic, someone could cancel it.
It's innate because I spent 2 of my 4 powers to get it.
All right, so it's a typical. All right, typical power rank, and that's fine. It's going to work. It's just simply how long it takes. So immortality. Now I got to go find another book. Great.
Didn't it say on what you had for the power, Puffin? Didn't it say like recovery times?
No, I never copied those over. We just said immortality.
Okay, I thought I sent you that stuff, but okay, I will
It does
go.
have. I just got to look it up. I got to find it here.
Move my rolls again. It was on a 9-day. Damn it.
All right.
Let me see here.
Mortality.
Are you in the book already?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh, okay, fine. Just go to
It's,
immortality. I think the player's handbook has got the quickest reference to it.
I'm just looking for it. I'm in the right area. I'm just finding immortality on here. There we go. Immortality. Character with his power does not age or die. Okay, blah blah blah. Let's see. Where am I going? The hero can still suffer loss of endurance ranks as the result of wounds, poisons, and damage, but if the results call for perishing, then the character is left at shift to 0 endurance but does not die. The character cannot move or act until blah 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 until endurance reaches people. However, so throwing an immortal character into active volcano will keep him out of the way for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so if an endurance reaches shift 0, okay, let's see. They lose all karma, including that set aside for advancement.
Ooh, that sucks.
Okay, so if an immortal character is part of a karma pool, then the amount of karma is subtracted from the character. All right, so I'm trying to see. It says the power does not have a power rank. It counts as 2 powers for any hero who takes it, unless the character is alien in origin. Okay. I'm just trying to see, like, because let's see. So you'll regenerate all your limbs. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that's like quick
right.
and like.
I
makes it
thought
go
there
quick.
was, so it doesn't need a power
I
rank,
thought
so
so
you
too.
didn't need to roll. And you're just simply going to heal as you do. So let me see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. What is your fitness, sir?
Fitness is excellent, sir.
So good, typical, feeble, poor. So you didn't actually hit shift 0. Well, he didn't stabilize. You did hit shift 0. Okay. So what that means is, I guess it would be just a normal. So you wake up in the hospital, I guess. At your ranks are at feeble. You're burnt. You're broken. You're busted. Your bones are starting to heal. And it will take you 4 days to be 100%. We'll just say a shift a day.
Okay. So do I wake up in a body bag? Just wait, what?
Yeah,
the?
you do. Yeah, you wake up in a body bag.
Remember
Absolutely.
the scene
It's Sean
in
Connery. Yeah, it's Sean.
Well, I was thinking of what was it? The Empire Strikes Back with C-3PO on Chewie's back. You kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
I'm
have
just
been
in there.
a
They open
building
up
fella.
Yeah, they
They
open
haven't
up to
started
identify. It's
autopsying him
like,
yet.
Well,
what?
luckily you burned all that karma though.
I
Yeah.
You didn't have much left, so that ended up
yeah,
being useful.
yeah.
How
I
much?
only
You
lost.
only had like 80 or something.
I had 351.
I thought you were like at under 80 or something.
No, I haven't been spending it the whole time up until this point just for the power stunts. I needed to be leveling myself up, but I
You're
never.
you're not counting what I just gave you guys, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I
okay.
was at 1,051.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Well, burn what you had and take what I just gave you, though. The after the fact is fine. You don't lose that.
Okay.
That sucks. But I guess that's the penalty of it. I thought there was a limit on how long. I think in the Ultimate Talents, the Ultimate Powers book, there is one, but that's all right. We'll go with that.
But oh
But
my god,
that
I
karma loss
can't find
sucks.
this damn Realms of Magic book anywhere. That doesn't look like the traditional book that I remember. Let's put it that way.
Well, I have it. I was just looking at it. I can make a
Is it
So I
copy.
on
guess
Bill's
I got a
Drive?
nickname either Colonel or Stumpy.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, you're going to heal within 4 days. You'll be
Wait,
100%.
why not Colonel Stumpy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's Lord Stumpy to you.
Lord Stumpy to you. All right, let me come over here to Lady and let's see if I can't just drop into the Discord. Where's Lady? Here she is.
You have been demoted. Colonel of
There you
Bugbear.
go. I just threw it to you. It's sitting in the Discord. I gave you Realms of Magic.
We are very appreciative.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just gave it to her.
No,
But
wait. So what
yeah.
happened?
Oh, we lost the lady.
We lost
Oh, she's
Lady.
back.
Did we?
Yeah,
Well,
She's
Welcome
back.
back.
Lady, I just dropped into your Discord, by the way.
I see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, let's go back to what I was doing. Let's bring up Kitty because she's better to look at. Or just do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. So, all right. Well, we have two heroes in the hospital. Lady's fine, and it'll take Puffin a few days to be 100%, but each day he gets a fitness rank back, so no big deal. So no one's dead or badly damaged. The cloaca is getting strange looks from nurses because they don't understand why there's a cloaca on the outside of your costume. More importantly, they're concerned with whether it's his actual cloaca because these nurses are nurses and therefore they know what a cloaca is, where most people do not. Ew. Okay.
Do I
Let's
startle? I'm sorry.
So, because if we look at his costume here, there is an actual cloaca protrusion. Nevertheless,
It's a blessing and a curse.
it is a blessing and curse. You wake up in a body bag down in the morgue, and there are a lot of bodies around you. This was an event. You've been there, and of course, you're sticking with Kitty. Ladies over there fraternizing with the
Depends on how much
Omnicore.
time has passed.
Well, no, you're still over there. But over the next hour, because you do have paperwork and you have shit you have to do, lady. So you're kind of the front on this right now. Over the next hour in this, because you're at a hospital that's very near to this place, obviously. But a lot of people are coming in here. There's probably 1,000 affected people, and dozens of them are dead. So when you wake up, there you are surrounded by body bags in a morgue.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm basically my bones are not together. I can't even open the bag, so I'm just gonna lay here
And
till
breathe.
I'm
Where they can see it
awake enough to
moving.
actually open the bag.
Yeah, give it an hour. You'll be all right. You'll be able to move around.
Mhm.
But it is quite rapid. But we are going to say it's going to be a day for an endurance per endurance rank repair. But
Yes.
Well, by that time, they'll probably says you need to go back to your office, right? So I'll go look for his body to take it back to the U.S. He's a member of our team anyway.
well, I mean, you do find yourself to the hospital. Of course, they direct you to where your people are. And that one guy who's going off, he's kind of doing his thing, but it is what it is. And You go to the hospital. Kitty is looking pretty good. She's scuffed up. She'll need a couple of days of rest, but she's fine. The cloaca is in full glory, and making sure that the nurses are treating Kitty properly. You bother to go look for the dead man, and you hear him singing some, da da da. No, he's got to sing. Donguri koro koro, donguri ko. He's singing a little child song, and you unzip the bag. The bag has been unzipped. You see the blue Titan lady.
Hello.
The
Oh, what happened?
everything go boom. Giant
Boom.
magnifier creature tore up that place, tore up another place.
I
Some other
thought
heroes came in and helped me.
I thought she said it was a pile of fur. I don't remember piles of fur going boom.
You didn't catch it all. It was mutated and probably magically enhanced. I told them
Mute.
that there was a trap set and it went boom.
Yeah.
We
Now,
set it off.
Thank you.
it actually probably worked out the best way and for your character. Well, not the best way, but the way it worked, because even though it wasn't your intention, causing all that damage would have lost all your karma anyway. So either way, it works out. At least now you can blame it on the death. But that is that's what, 300 some odd karma. That's a lot, though.
351.
Yeah, that's a lot. But it happens, and keep in mind, guys, that can happen. You can lose all your karma in this kind of situation. You can lose all your karma. Like, say it was GOP that set it off. He didn't mean to. It wasn't his intention, but because of all the destruction, harm, and death, he would have lost all his karma. 100%. I mean, it happens in this game, whether you want to or not. It's just part of the game. It's the risk. Even pool saves. So keep that in mind if you guys are looking toward building up for something. But anyway, good enough. Good place to end. We're trying to track this damn Ranger Rick guy, Ranger Dick, sorry. And we found ourselves in a. You knew it was a trap coming in, but this guy ain't playing, dude.
Well, I'm assuming that there's probably going to be an international. He's probably going to go on some much higher watch list
Oh,
than
you think?
mere public nuisance. That was definitely a mistake.
You do get a yo-yo mama in your ear eventually,
Eventually, yeah.
and she's pissed as usual. But
We're in another country. She can't wag her finger at us.
right.
Gotta
But
go back
no,
to
you're
Italy.
absolutely right. He's going on a list because over the next few days, as these guys are healing up and you guys are sitting in meetings, because that's what's going to happen. And we'll pick up next week wherever we're going to do. But we'll literally move a week, right? Because today was all within the same day. So next week will be a week later. And you spend in many meetings figuring out what's going on. There's way more attention on this guy. You guys, of course, are eventually somehow, you probably airplane, get yourself back to Pawtucket. And there's actually someone from Omnicorp International Headquarters. Let's see, where's the most annoying place I could put that? Oh, it's got to be in Belgium. It's got to be. No. Let's be even more annoying. Davos.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Cringe. It's perfect. So one of the headquarters bosses comes down from Davos wanting to know what the hell's going on. We just lost 2 apartment buildings in Calgary. There's a lot of finger pointing. Most of the conversation with Yo-Yo Mama, you're actually quite impressed. She's got a dumbass name, and she's a big sassy black fat lady from the South, but she knows how to do this shit, dude. She handles it very well because you're in a lot more meetings than normally you would be in this situation. She is quite good at it, and in the end, you're all of you who are everyone's doing well. You are put on report, however. You're not suspended, but everybody is put on report, and what that means is you basically have a mark sitting potentially against you. It's hovering in the air, as it were. I've given all the experience I'm going to give today, so that's good. That was good XP, a good karma day. And yeah, any questions before I end it up?
I feel like this is the event of the minus 5,000 something finally hitting me. Because I
Yeah,
got literally hit by a building.
Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, yeah, I had in my mind what it was, and I just let you guys do whatever you did, and you did the literally worst thing you could have done.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, yes, I said it is a
What did you
trap, a
expect us
Magnum
to
monster
do?
trap. Well, I didn't expect you to get yourself blown up. The way I had it set for trigger, and this is out of game, we're done, everybody. But
Okay.
what I expected you guys to do was to walk in the room and look at it. And by walking into the room, you would set it off, and it would start growing out of the thing, right? And you guys would.
Oh.
We're still going to have building damage and potential death, but it wouldn't have been any of your fault, right? And I was going to have you fight a magma monster, right? I figured
Mhm.
the cloaca would try to do something fancy with water. The lightning guy would blast it because this thing does take damage. It's just a monster. I figured Lady's character would be the main one to it would be on it, and Kitty would be useless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
that's
he
what
did
I'm.
damage to it. It just didn't have the effect we thought it was. You know.
Yeah, no, it's a 300 hit point lava monster. So,
Yeah.
but anyway. But that's okay. It worked out cool. It's interesting, adds a little flavor. Any other questions?
Um,
Uh,
I'll have my. Okay, so here's a question for you, GM. Never mind. I think I'm going to make a surprise. I think my servant character or sidekick is. I can't decide if I wanted to be an awesome warrior or pretty lady.
Well, either way.
I think you
Uh,
should make something like a dragon, Oriental dragon,
yeah, we
but it'll be
probably need to.
small. It can breathe
Now that
fire.
we've run out of leads on this guy, and I'm sure he'll pop up eventually. We probably should focus on doing something that's going to maybe gain us some popularity or something,
you could.
as opposed to
We
just
But
seem to be destroying
yeah.
everything.
well,
Yeah.
keep in mind, the immortal is Puffins and seems to be enjoying this character, so he's continuing. Lady's got a new character which I like. I prefer this character a lot more, Lady.
Yeah, me too.
This is a way cooler character. So we got that. Kitty's coming on board. We're gonna have a sidekick. So we're gonna have plenty of potential effect, especially if he makes his sidekick a little combat worthy. But I'm gonna make Kitty a full-time NPC. And I'm thinking next time we're not going to see the cloaca. We're going to see another character.
Mm-hmm.
So
Prepare your eyes to burn.
if
Oh god, I have to send you the different images.
Yeah,
But
send it to him right now. Now that he's not, so he's not going to be scarred while GMing.
I just want to hear his reaction.
go ahead,
Um.
go ahead.
Okay. All right.
I'm,
All right.
I'm,
Hold
I'm
on.
waiting. Here I wait.
Okay. I just gotta bring your stuff up.
I'm going to call it Felix Fruit Loop.
Oh, okay.
All right. Where is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
It is.
Actually, he should be the major domo of your
Oh, why is it
realm
not?
little thing.
Oh, here we go. All right. So this one.
I changed
this
numbers
one.
with one specific guy from Canada.
Oh yeah,
the Calgary guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Why not?
And then let me see. So this guy, and
His
I'll just send
name's
you these.
Doug. Doug Hamilton.
I don't know why, but it always makes like every time I created this character, it gave him like tights with the nipples cut out every time.
Okay. I don't understand why this ass exists.
Why don't
Why is he twerking? Why is it all about the ass? What is the whole ass thing here? It's all about the
Okay,
ass.
we're still alive, and I don't get to see none of this. Where is it at?
I'll show you, lady. I'll show you.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
still
I saw it.
alive.
I'm like, dude,
He's
I'm
gonna be
good.
the biggest douchebag. You won't even believe it.
Why do we
It-
want another douchebag on our team?
Well, it's okay, lady. I'll kill this one quickly.
You
So-
should.
I'm not a
You
douchebag.
really should.
I do love how you got the art and the paintbrush and stuff in there, though. It is cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
The ass in the air though, I don't understand
I
that. Yeah, so we'll stay away from that. But the other two are fine. I
I don't
particularly
even
like the
know.
one with his
Yeah.
back to me.
Yeah, I don't even like it. It just does
Well,
what
it's
it
got all the
wants.
little paintbrushes on the utility belt. It's great, dude.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, some of them came
it's
out pretty decent, but
yeah.
yeah,
You
a
got your
lot of them.
paintbrushes. Yeah, it says what you wanted to say. This AI art stuff is quite amazing, and it's getting better and better all the time. His shirt though needs a little work,
I know it just
but
it was like most of the time when he was wearing tights, the nipples were just always missing. I don't know
yeah.
why,
But I
but
love the utility belt. That's a definite hit. The paintbrushes, the bulge, and the frickin' arrogant look on the face. Perfect.
mhm.
Yeah, it's just the shirt only. The top one where he doesn't have a shirt and he's got his back to us, that's great. They don't never show me the ass in the air again. Okay.
Never again.
I didn't even put it in like that. That's just what it came out
No,
as.
no. I know you did it intentionally. It took hours. Oh, I said ass in the air. Okay.
And GOP. Scores like on the chart. I'm gonna roll my support character.
All
Okay.
right, fair
Well,
enough.
you do your thing on that, but I got to wrap it up.
Okay.
Thank you all very much. We'll see you next week. In 2 days, we got Drone Recorded Ultimate Edition, and today I do believe this week we're doing horror movies of the '80s, which should be a lot of fun. So come
Oh
back for
boy.
that. Yeah, no, that's a lot of fun. Have you seen the artists we have,
No.
dude? Dude, we got pro artists, yeah. I mean, and they're
Ah.
not that expensive. I know the AI art stuff fun, but if you guys have any ideas that you want to get put down by some very serious artist, dude, go
I
commission them.
mean, I just came into some money. I'll show up on the stream,
Well, I'm just
and you
saying
can be like,
there's some really really good. If you want photorealism, freaking Rabbit's got you.
Oh
We got
yeah.
how expensive is Rabbit?
Dillard. They're cheap because they're trying to. I don't know their prices, but they're trying to, make their name. But they're really good. So
Hmm.
anyway,
Most
uh,
of rabbits will be digital though.
well, he can do
I think.
either, but digital's
Yeah.
fine for Puffin. I mean, that's perfect.
Hmm.
But straight up photorealism, right? Really good, like high end, right? But we get a lot of really good artists on that channel. I mean, I got over 150 of them, and most of them take commission.
Wonderful.
hmm Anyway,
Yep,
we'll see you
indeed.
then. So
See ya.
later.
Peace, people.
Fare
Bye.
thee well.